there lies an ancient place, already old when most of the gods were young. From the outside, the old Margrave looks like any places.
Sorry, Sean, you're cutting off.
Yeah, okay.
Sean,
You're cutting off.
you're cutting out, Sean.
Sean, I think it's better if you turn off video for now. Yo. Nope, we lost her. She's deep in mid card somewhere.
What the hell, dancing tree? Dij, can you post a picture of Salty?
Oh my gosh, I have to look for it.
No, but there's a pictures on Google.
There is? Okay. Or maybe Salty is in this one. In GIF here. Maybe there is.
That's a really good production for a tree.
Yeah, really nice.
That's you as a tree?
I look like that as a book, dude. It's a children's play, and I was the main character. I was a freaking talking book.
I don't know the... I don't know the play.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope that my internet doesn't crap out again. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So, oopsie. So this is a very old forest. And in some places, like I mentioned, it looks like an emerald palace, but there's something more to this forest. Something hiding in the wind and the leaves and the trees, something living and vigilant. The Margrave is an old forest, incalculably old. It is old, it is aware, and it is very, very magical. It is not good, it is not nice, it is not whimsical or a cuddly woodland, and it is not a safe haven. It is ancient, and its motivations are never truly understood by its inhabitants and the people who live on the fringes of the forest. But even in an ancient forest imbued with old magic, life, travel, and trade must go on, which is exactly what's happening right now. We see two figures standing in the middle of a small forest. The mist is beginning to creep in a little bit by like the soles of their shoes. And we see one figure is crouched down on the ground as if studying something. And one is standing up. Wayne, can you describe what your character looks like? He's the one standing up.
You guys see a tall creature, but tall because of his long ears. He is draped with a brown trench coat, a kind of like a light tan brown trench coat, and his fur is the same brown but like a darker brown. He's got long legs that without any shoes on, and he's got a little fedora cap on his head with holes cut out for his long ears to jut outward. You see this figure. All right. There you go. Who am I with, Sean?
You are standing beside a Shadarkai elf. Boom, can you describe what he looks like? Boom?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
That's so rare. So, you basically see a hooded figure. Basically, the only thing you see is a slender-looking figure that's dressed in black with a hood and has a raven beside him, basically perched on his shoulder. And
right.
yeah, he looks pretty gloomy.
DM, we know each other. We traveled together.
Yes. So, your character, Wayne, you normally don't take jobs outside of the city, but you find yourself in the Margrave Forest after tracking down a missing person that you were hired to find. You were hired to find someone called Gunter Halvarsson.
Got it.
Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther Havelsum.
Gunter Halvarsson.
So, my character, his name's Simon. He has like this little notebook that flips out that way, and he's got like a little pencil and walking around, standing, and then gestures over to his companion is Thraven, and says, "So, Thraven, I'm judging from my notes over here. I think this is the way we're supposed to go." And then he shows you the notebook, but then on the notebook it says like a grocery list, buy carrots later. And then he realizes it's a mistake. Oh, sorry, and he flips to a different page and then shows it to Thraven. So, what do you think of my findings? Do you think we're supposed to go here?
And then Raven says, "Are you sure about your tracking skills right now? Aren't you supposed to like sniff the ground or something?"
Don't peg me for an animal. I mean, I'm a herringun, but that doesn't mean I like walk on all fours. No, I'm a detective. I'm a private investigator. I perceive in a more civilized, technical manner. Okay, as he's like scratching his tail.
So Thraven basically just crouches down and does ranger things. Feels for the ground and
He rubs the earth between his fingers, smells it,
and
licks it.
Yes, does and he drops soil in the air and tries to see where the wind takes it.
So, Thraven, while you're doing all of this, Thraven, you stand up after doing all of your usual tracking tricks, and you're confused. You've used this trail before, but it looks different now. You aren't sure if it's the mist, but your usual markers don't seem to be around. And when you look behind you, you realize that you can't seem to recognize the path that you came from. Can you make me a history check?
History. Oops, I think this will be bad.
Is this another Gorm moment? Oh, actually, no, you're okay. I'll wait for Wayne to come back, though. 1 second.
Is there a way to tile tabs on Discord?
What tabs exactly?
So I want to tile chat and the dice tray so that I can see both of them at the same time. But there's no way to tile it on Discord, yeah.
No.
I've never tried it. I just click.
See, this should be
Right. So, Thraven, so you look behind you and realize that you can't seem to find the path where you guys came from. You've grown up knowing the old Margrave is a strange place with a will of its own. One you'll probably never understand. And while you've grown up sticking mostly to and around your village, you've heard many stories of people who've completely lost their way on a road that they've known their whole lives and have never come back. And you know the only way to get back to the main road and to places that you know of is if the Margrave wishes you to.
So I basically tell Simon, I believe this place is playing with us. It's intentionally throwing us off our path.
Playing with us, like it's alive? Is that what you're saying?
From the stories I've heard, that seems to be the case.
As soon as you say the word case, Thraven, you both hear something in the distance, and Simon's ears go as you pick up the faintest thump of footfall against the mossy ground, and then you hear the sound of two voices, loud voices, as if they are not from a forest and are just talking like city volume voices. And two people burst out of the undergrowth, and you see Ken, can you give us a quick recap of who Deacon looks like?
Okay, this is me. So you see a blue-skinned, tall fellow, lean, ropey muscles. He's dressed for the forest, so he has like he's shirtless with a vest. And he has his shirt is tied around his waist because it's super muggy in this forest. What's the weather like? It's like muggy, right? Like humid and hot.
It's kind of spring right now.
Oh, okay, so it's fine. It's pleasant.
It's a little bit nippy because there's a mist coming in.
So he's shirtless with a vest and has very erect nipples.
Yes. the word nippy was apt.
And the first thing you hear is like, I should put a shirt on. But first, and so he's tall. He has white hair. It's an undercut, and then it's off to the side. On his back you see a short sword. On his belt you see various pouches and other things to hold stuff in. He has a satchel. He's walking. He's wearing, instead of pants, he's wearing like loose, like genie pants, like
Those baggy things?
those baggy pants that tie off to your ankles.
Yeah.
MC Hammer pants.
Yeah, MC Hammer pants, balloon pants.
I'm just imagining a blue Aladdin.
Yeah. He's basically a tall, not muscular, but like lean blue Aladdin.
Got it.
And that's it. He's talking to someone who I assume is Tara.
Yeah. So standing beside Deacon is a young lady. Benj, can you kind of give a quick description of what Tara looks like and what she's saying to Deacon? Because you guys were talking really loudly.
All right, so Tara is a fair-skinned half-elf. She's more prepared now. She is dressed for the occasion. She's wearing her kind of long-sleeve cheerleading uniform. And Tara's description is like she's the most gullible-looking person you've ever seen. And she's sobbing right now because she just received the message that that she was kicked out of that she's no longer cheer captain because she failed the previous quest. She didn't find a spirit guide, so yeah, she's sobbing to Deacon like. I'm no longer a cheer captain, and it's a cheerocracy.
I'm sure you'll find a new troop. Like, I'm sure there are people out there who will join you if you just convince them that, fuck those guys. You don't need those guys. You can find your own group.
And then I look at Deacon like, would you join me? Would you join my squad if I form one?
I'm no good at cheerleading. I will help you find other people, but I'm like the whole backflip thing. I mean, I can probably do that, but it's really just not my thing.
Okay, I'll accept your help then.
As you're having this conversation, go.
By the way, where the fuck are we?
I was just following you, walking by your side.
I was following you. I thought you were. I thought you knew where you were going.
And then I look around the place like, where are we?
I look back
Deacon
to go.
Deacon and Tara, so you were supposed to do a straightforward trip. You left the frozen north pretty quickly after realizing it wasn't your scene. And you were supposed to do a straightforward trip using the main road to get to the big city. But the mist has caused you to lose your bearings, and you now find yourselves hopelessly lost. And you had this full-ass conversation in front of Simon and Thraven, just about like cheerocracy. You had a full conversation, and they're just staring at you.
Simon is like, aha, Thraven, our first two suspects.
I can't.
I go, is that a talking raccoon?
Excuse me?
And Raven says, I believe the word you're looking for is rabbit.
Oh yeah.
We're
I
not
see
gonna.
it now.
We're gonna have a conversation about our race right now. I'll be asking the questions. Where were you on the night? Starts interrogating.
How tall are you, Wayne?
She's all the ear.
Yeah. I think Simon is like 5'10", but with his ears, he goes up to like 6 something.
So 5'10" to the top of the head, and then extra for the ears.
yeah, extra for the ears.
So I'm not. So Deacon is not listening to anything you're saying. I am just staring directly at the points of the tufts of your ears and just inspecting them. Like, they're so furry.
Yeah.
Tara's just like clutching her pearls like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Suspects?
Yeah.
Whatever do you mean by that?
There has been an abduction of the great Gunsher Halverson that we have been hired to find.
Wait. Do we look like we're with anyone? I mean, look at us.
See, we don't even know what you're talking about, so we're not your suspects, okay?
Like seriously, the last thing I remember was walking on like good, solid cobblestone, and then now it's like dirt and roots and shit.
And Raven basically says, well, as far as I'm concerned, it looks like you're not even supposed to be here. So you are definitely out of place.
Well, no shit. These sandals are not made for the forest.
Simon like turns around 180, and then he takes his notebook out, and then he starts this like inner monologue in his head, but then accidentally is like speaking out loud. He's like,
Captain's log.
yeah. He's like,
I'm just peering at whatever he's
like
writing, like,
Detective Journal, issue number 47. This case is going out of nowhere. Thraven and I have found ourselves in a Margaret forest. And then he just goes on and on.
I'm as he's doing this, I'm scraping mud off of my sandals on a root on the.
I never knew Deacon was so fancy, but I love it. He's a city boy. Yes, apparently,
he's fastidious.
Apparently Thraven is truly the only one dressed for the forest. No one got the memo.
He's scraping mud off of the sandals. Like, what the how the hell did we even get here? And then
While all of this is going on, with Tara trying to read over Simon's shoulder while he's taking notes, and Deacon is trying to scrape the mud off his shoe, and Thraven is just like, why did I get this job? Why did I accept this job? The bushes rustle again, and out steps a young woman who actually looks quite at home in the forests. Lowell, can you describe what your character looks like?
All right. So out steps from the bushes, and you see before you a woman who is somewhere in her 20s or like in 18s, but who can tell, right? With how races go, she is as tall as Simon without the ears, but she has a build that is stout and large. She has gray, ashen skin, and then she wears like bandages all over her body. She has tattered pants, and then right behind her are like an array of weapons that are huge and small. And then what is this character?
Hello.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Wow. Half orc.
Oh, okay.
Right. No, it's actually a genasi.
Earth Genasi.
Yeah. So
Earth Genasi.
she has like gray ashen skin with like fissures. You can't really see it, but upon closer look, the fissures run all throughout her body, and you could swear they sort of faintly glow, just ever slightest. She has green eyes, and then her hair is in braids. She wears like a bracelet made of flowers, and then she jumps from behind the bush, and she's like excitedly greets you, like gives you guys a big a wave, like, "Hi, are you guys here for the challenge?"
What
I'm so
challenge?
confused right now.
Aha! Another suspect!
Ignore the rabbit. He does that to everyone. What challenge and where is here?
This is where, and then she sort of like looks back as if like she is pretending not to be lost, but I live over there, and you could swear she's not pointing in a certain direction. And then she was like, "Yeah, I live over there." And then my baba, she's a druid, by the way. She's a really powerful druid. We all live here, just across, like outside of this forest. But she says that I'm ready for the challenge. And then I was thinking, she said I was gonna meet champions here too, in this forest. You guys look strong. Are you those champions? Are you here for the challenge?
I'm a cheerleading champion.
I
guess that's what champion is all about.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about, lady.
She scratches her head and she's like, I'm not sure myself. I was told I was here for a challenge, and I'd find out by having the forest eat me. But I feel like I'm a little lost until I heard you guys over. So I thought you guys don't look dangerous. So hi, are you here for the challenge?
Alex, you look at these four unusual and strange individuals, and something tells you inside, this could be it. This could be them. And before you could wait for them to sort of like, for Thraven to reply, because he's quiet over there, you all hear it this time. The sound of thumping against the ground. But this time it sounds faster and harder, and suddenly a wild-eyed horse bursts out from the fog. Blood is flying from its wounded side, and see a rider covered in furs. He's leaning over the horse with a gleaming hatchet in his hands, and this horse is just beginning to sort of he just bursts into the scene. What do you guys do?
I keep to the side of the road and unsheath my short sword.
I duck and I got scared.
I crouch to the side of the road.
Can I do a perception check if it's Guntur?
You can roll a perception check.
Rolling.
11.
You are not able to tell if this rider is Gunter, but you can definitely catch the glint of something in his hand. He has a hatchet and it is shiny. And the horse is beginning to rear back as if to sort of like either buck off the rider or call attention. It's clearly in distress.
Simon steps in front of the horse, trying to calm the horse down. Eehee, boy, eehee.
Can I do a perception check about if anyone is behind or pursuing the horse?
Sure. Sure. You can roll a perception check for that, and Simon can roll an animal handling check.
Alrighty.
How badly wounded is the
So
I'm just
Deacon's
gonna-
perception check. You don't seem to notice anything right now of someone following it, because the horse is really quite loud. But you do notice that the rider is actually just kind of bouncing and swaying on the horse like that. Meanwhile, Simon sort of like slowly walks up to the horse, and the horse kind of like looks at it for a split second, trying to decide, is this rabbit or is this man? Do I trust this weird rabbit person who's just as tall as me? But it eventually sort of calms down at the touch of Simon's hand on its nose, and it sort of like is breathing heavily as you do that, and it kind of calms down, the rider just hits the ground.
Wow.
We inspect the rider.
Alexandrite, you run up to the rider, and you see his pale purple grayish skin shows that he was dead long before he arrived in front of you, as if he died of old age. He is covered in thick wolf furs, and his saddle looks ancient. And Simon, his profile and face matches the poster that was given to you. This looks like Gunnar Halverson.
Oh
Gunter
dear.
Halverson.
So this was the person we were supposed to find?
Yeah,
Simon,
yeah.
we found him.
Yeah,
So what are we supposed to do now?
I'm not quite sure if this counts as case closed, but let's just collect anything that might prove that we found him, I guess. And of course, bury him somewhere, maybe not here in the forest.
I check on the horse.
You can roll me an
You
animal
mean-
handling check, Deacon. Simon, you walk up to the body. You kind of look around him. He doesn't seem to have anything else on him other than a silver axe.
I
So I
take,
tell Simon, I guess that hatchet will do.
I guess so. It's a shame though what happened to him. I wonder who did this.
Does he look like he's been dead while he was riding the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's been dead for quite a while. Like he died and someone put him on a horse and smacked the horse.
Oh,
Smack
shit.
the horse.
Oh, wow.
However, Deacon, with your animal handling check, you sort of like study the horse. The horse will survive. It was a flesh wound,
Okay.
but it looks like claw marks that dug into the horse's side. It's bleeding a bit, but you think that if tended to, it'll make it.
Easy girl. And then I just sort of wipe the blood off, and then I see that it's shallow.
Alex is going to like tear off one of her bandages from her arms, and then she goes, "Oh, you poor thing!" And then she's going to try and calm down the horse. Oh, she's already calm, right? And just try to bandage the wound.
Sure.
Tara would go like, "Oh no, are you okay, horsey?" And can I cast healing word on the horse?
Sure.
Probably could.
You can cast your healing word on the horse. I really
Yeah, I'll
like
do
how
that.
3 people are more invested in horse than dead person.
There's fuck all we can do about the dead person, and we don't know.
So
That
Alright.
person might be a
Raven,
suspect.
Raven will tap Simon and say, does us looking for whoever did this mean it's part of the case? What do you think?
I mean, personally, I want to see this all the way through. I don't want to turn this case in saying that, oh, we found Gunter dead and not have any answers, you know?
So I guess we'll just have to figure this out then.
Indeed. And Simon tilts his fedora down like very very cool like.
Yeah.
I turn to Thraven and Simon, and then I go, since the horse is fine, and then I go, wait a minute. Where are we? And who are you? And what is going on? Because 1 minute ago we were walking on the road to the city, and the next minute we find ourselves in this forest, and I don't know what's going on, and it's a little bit disconcerting.
Yes, your alibi is checked out.
I give him a look. I give him like I give him a look that says I am not fucking impressed.
Alex overhears it from a distance, and she's just like, "My name is Alex," and she's right over the horse, or just trying
Hello,
to.
Alex. I'm Deacon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Deacon, from afar. And she's just waving her hand. We should get friendship bracelets.
Oh my
And
God.
then she-
I don't think we're there yet. And then I give her a look. It's like, what?
But it's really
So-
cool, and then she shows her bracelet.
To answer your question, Deacon, this
Yeah.
is the Margrave Forest, and according to my friend over here, the expert ranger, it is very old, very alive, and very mischievous. And
Margrave Forest. I've never heard of a Margrave Forest in Icewind Dale.
you are not in Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale.
What do you mean I'm not in Icewind Dale?
You're in the
I'm not in
Margrave
Icewind
Forest.
Dale. When you say, what do you mean I'm not in Icewind Dale? You notice low shapes prowling around you, hazy silhouettes in the fog, and from the mist, you hear a very gravelly voice say, "That prey is ours. Leave it and be gone, and we may spare you."
Who's there?
Oh shit!
Who hears that?
Simon jumps
can't-
into a bush and hides.
I just say, who's there? Who's there?
I can see your ears.
His bushes, his ears are poking out of his ears are poking out of the bushes. You hear the voice come from the darkness again. "This is not where you belong, Two Legs. We were sent to retrieve the wolf killer and that wretched soul who carried it." And you, just very barely out of the mist, you see a wolf's head. It's a wolf, just kind of like peering out of the mist. And it licks the blood off of its teeth. And it says, "Now be good little furless ones and run along before we get hungry again."
Alex is like,
Yeah,
guys.
so,
Yes, David.
See, here's the
yeah. So basically, I'm just like, I've seen quite a lot of things in my lifetime, but a talking wolf is definitely something new.
Does it look like an ordinary wolf, or is it extra big?
It is a wolf, but it just looks like an ordinary wolf. It's just talking.
It's just talking.
The wolf looks at you, Thraven, and says, "I forgot you, Two Legs. Do not follow the old ways. The one who would be king sent us, and he does not like to be kept waiting."
And
I'll go.
Thraven looks at and shouts at Simon and says, "Hey, would you happen to know these people, these wolves? Seeing as you are all both furry."
Oh my God! Simon,
Oh,
like
no,
from
he
inside the
didn't.
bush, really?
Really? Now?
I'll go around assuming that you knew Deacon and Tara before we met. Just because
What do you
you're
mean,
not
you
furry.
people?
What do you mean, you people?
Oh my God.
I ignore all this. I'm looking at the wolf, and I'm going, "So you're here for the horse?"
You hear it do this. I cannot explain how a wolf laughs, but it sounds gravelly and like windy. And then it howls for a second and it says, "Oh no, that's just the dessert that comes with it. But enough of this conversation." And then he looks over his shoulder as if talking to someone else and say, "We'll keep the rabbit last. He looks delicious."
Oh no.
And roll for initiative.
Hey.
And then he barks over to the other one, "Grab the wolf killer."
The wolf killer.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, my
Yes, go
P2.
pee break,
Oh
pee
my
break.
goodness.
Wow, high
Ouch.
rolls.
Awesome roll for Simon.
Getting rid of the bad jujus.
Nice roll. I'm gonna pee. Also, wait.
Nice rolls.
Oh, wait.
That's scary.
The wolves.
The wolves.
All right.
No, I hear an echo.
All right. Tell me if people are here.
Present.
I'm ready.
Present.
Deacon
All right.
goes away.
Yeah. Let's see if Deacon is here. And so the order is going to be Simon,
Present.
and then Alex, Deacon, Tara, and Thraven, and then the wolves are sandwiched in between you. You basically look like you guys are taking turns.
Yes, sir.
You don't know how many there are.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I can't count.
It doesn't matter.
God damn it.
All right.
What happened?
Top of the round, the only one that you can see right now is basically wolf number 1. He's the only one that you see. He was the one that was talking. And it is now first Simon's turn.
All right. From inside the bush, you hear like rustling, and then you hear a voice, Simon's voice, but it's much. He tries to make it much lower, and he says, "The darkness consumes the bright and the sunny. 'Tis now your doom, for I am the Dusk Bunny. And then from out of the bush, Simon is in like a full different costume.
This reminds me of Darkwing Duck.
Oh my god!
Do you have a token for that, Sean, or I'll drop it?
No, you can please feel free to drop one.
Okay, so you guys see that one. But let me put it in the Margreave chat as well. He now looks like this.
Wait, is
He's
there a,
called
do we have a map or
the
what?
Dusk Bunny.
It's on
Yeah, it's in Owlbear.
It's not Owlbear. It's just the same map. Same
Okay.
Owlbear link I keep using here.
All
Okay,
right,
got it.
so this is now Dusk
I haven't
Bunny,
loaded it yet.
and then Dusk Bunny jumping out of there, readies his bow, and he will. Hang on, let me figure stuff out.
So
Cause
as you jump out, right, Thraven shouts at you and says, "Now you're appropriately dressed."
the Dust Bunny is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never met you. And then,
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
and then yeah, Dust Bunny is just gonna shoot, I guess. Longbow. Okay.
Where are the wolvies?
There's only one that you can see right now because it's quite misty.
Longbow. With.
There.
Okay. There. Critical!
Nice.
By the way, I'm gonna say that this guy here is like dead, dude. Sorry, Gunter.
Okay.
Okay, Gunter.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what critical? Amazing first roll. So that is what? 16 or
No, that's 8
8 total?
damage.
8.
8 damage.
Total of
Yeah. Dust Bunny says, "Now the dusk will take you." Hang on. To start the fray, you take attack action. I can make an additional weapon attack as part of that action if it's the first turn.
Yeah, it's first round.
Yeah,
Go
first
for
round.
it.
Yeah.
So
Which is that?
I do that again with another as I land this time. Another one. Do that attack longbow. 23
Deacon,
to
don't
hit,
forget the
7
long rest.
damage.
23 hits,
Does
7
it-
damage. Dust Bunny, as you're sort of like talking and floating through the air, you let loose 2 arrows. Absolutely, just like pinning this wolf in the head, and you hear just like a yelp, and it drops like a rock.
Yeah.
Is out. Wolf 1 is
What?
gone.
Wayne, that's you're supposed to add 1d8 to that, right? Or one.
What's that for?
To the extra damage for the. I think. You're
Oh,
using
yeah,
the right.
Right, right.
The
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Dread Ambusher.
Stalker feature. Yeah, Dread Ambusher. So
Wow.
the second attack has a
Ranger
1d8
expert.
extra.
Yeah, the Ranger Expert. Got it. So that total of 17 damage, I think.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Cool.
You just while you do, like, I guess the only way I would explain it is like the really dark bunny badass version of like a Sailor Moon kind of magical girl transformation.
yeah.
In the air. You completely basically nail this wolf into the ground with your arrows, getting rid of wolf number 1. You hear the air just filled with the howls of wolves, and you kind of like all pick up that the wolves are around you and not coming from one side. And you hear them say, "The wolf killer, get the wolf killer."
Dust Bunny is gonna move beside Gunter, and yeah, end his turn. Let me see. Bonus
Do
actions.
we
can
all
do?
hear the wolf killer statement?
I'll hear like them chant,
Oh, no.
"Get the wolf."
Wolf killer. So Thraven will react to it and say, "Guess what? We all will be wolf killers."
Oh, they growl and they kind of like a rah, rah at that statement, but very cool statement.
Excellent. I end my turn there.
Awesome. Alex, you're next. Deacon, you're next after Alex.
Okay.
All right. So as this happened before, Alex was sort of like gleaming. He said she was just wide-eyed and sort of like you can tell that she's excited at the sight of the wolves. And she was like, guys, it's the challenge. It's the challenge. And I'm like, when she saw another rabbit, because she can't tell the part, she's very low. And then she's like, it's another rabbit. She's cross-eyed.
I love it. Yeah.
And then she couldn't tell anything apart. And then she walked up. This whole time she was like, she's just full of excitement. Her face is just beaming. And then she was like, my grandmother prepared me for this. I must not disappoint her. And then she just walks like with a determination towards the wolf. Is there just one left? You can only see one, right?
You can only see one right now, so you don't see any other wolves. You just hear them around you.
And that one wolf is dead.
And that one wolf is dead.
4. Oh, okay, so I don't see anything else. But she's like, okay, so since she doesn't see anything, she walks towards, where was I from? She walks towards, like, this corner. So, yeah, I'm just going to, like, stay in my same place because I don't know where the enemy is. And then her demeanor, like, her usual like smiley face turns into a frown, and she enters in sort of like a rage to fulfill the challenge, and then she rages. And that I'm gonna roll the D8 dice. I rolled a 5, and that is wild magic, by the way, guys.
Oh.
So, 5 is okay, fine. It's later pa yung 5. Yeah. And then I use my action to check the surroundings. Like try to like find where the next enemy is.
Got it. I'll save that thing. And then now it is going to be
My turn?
It is going to be Deacon's turn. Deacon, you don't know where anything is because the mist is beginning to sort of like creep in, but you just hear the sounds of like growling and the wolves, but you don't know where they're coming from.
Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit towards Gunther,
Okay.
like here. And then I'm just gonna look around and hold my action.
Okay, so you're gonna hold your action. So like, what's the trigger?
For when I see the first wolf.
For when you see the first wolf, you're going to like within range. You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
shoot
probably
the dart
going.
or punch or.
I'm probably preparing to attack the first wolf I see.
Okay, so if it's
With
within
the dart.
range,
With the dart.
With the dart. Okay.
If it's close enough, I will melee. But if it's within range, actually, if I can move, I moved what 15 feet, right, or something?
3 squares.
3 squares.
You can't hold movement.
You can't hold movement. Okay, so I will prepare like a dart for when I see the next wolf.
Got it. All right. So you sort of like crouch into this sort of like preparatory position, waiting for like movement to come. And just as you sort of like whip out your darts from like in between your fingers, a wolf peers from the shadows, and it doesn't lunge at you, Deacon, but it tries to run towards Gunter, and it's basically in its mouth trying to grab the axe from the hand of Gunter, but it's like looped in the hand of Gunter, so it's like pulling the axe. But your action is you can now like use your action, like it's triggered now, so you can roll for attack.
But it's too close, so I probably won't use my dart then.
I'll just say that when it bursts out, you can or at the same time. It bursts out of the thing, and then you can shoot it with your darts because it came from here, man said.
Okay. Is that A, attack, and then dart?
Yeah, exclamation A, and then 20 to hit, and you give it 5 damage.
Yep.
You give it 5 damage, and it gives a yelp. But it seems so single-minded in its task of just trying to rip the axe out of Gunter's hand. It even seems like, because the flesh is quite old, like it could rip off with it.
As a bonus action, I think I have an unarmed strike.
I think that works.
If it's a readied action, you can't do other things.
Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
like the one thing.
It's just
All
the one
right.
thing. All right. All right. That's my.
And then now it's going to be Tara's turn. Tara, what do you want to do?
Okay, so Tara kind of figured out that the wolf killer is going to be either Gunter or Dusk Bunny. So
That's Tara's.
he killed a wolf.
Killed a wolf. So he must be the wolf killer.
Exactly. So Tara would move closer here, and then try to distract the. No, wait. Can we still? Can Tara still hear howling from around?
I can hear howling actually behind her, like here.
Oh, okay. Would it help if I use dancing lights in some areas, or should I not?
Suggest not, because there's still light coming in from the forest. It's I would say late afternoon, but you know that it's gonna get dark very soon. But right now there's still some light peeking from the trees.
All right. So I'm just going to try and do vicious mockery on that wolf. Yes.
Have it, Tara. What are you saying to the wolf?
Hey, wolf! Can you bite any harder than that? It's a dead body.
Like, actually, sick burn. Like for a second, the wolf's like, huh? And do I have to make a save? I forgot.
Yes.
Wisdom.
A wisdom save.
All right. Wolfie is going to.
That's a name.
It rolled an 8, so it fails.
Yay!
Nice.
For emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
For emotional damage, it gets 4. You know what? This wolf kind of took it to heart. It goes, huh? And then like goes, no, and it keeps like right now it's gnawing on the hand. And it looks like the hand is beginning to be torn free already. But the wolf looks quite injured. And then now, is that your turn, Tara? Is there anything else you want to do?
I end my turn.
Okay. From the darkness, you hear another like howling, and this wolf comes and lunges at Tara. Here.
Ooh.
And where are we? Okay, we'll do this too.
Wait, I think I have something for that.
And he is going to try and bite your leg.
All right.
20
Can I
to
do
hit. Oh, yeah, go.
Can I do a reaction?
Sure, go for it.
Cutting words.
Okay.
So I roll a bardic die. So a 1d6.
Subtract the hit.
Yeah.
Okay, 1d6, so
Oof.
I think that still hits. I rolled a 20.
Oh no. Yeah, it hit.
And then it will give you damage of 6 damage. 6 piercing damage. And then also, Tara, like it tries. Sorry, it doesn't bite your leg. It tries to jump on top of you. Can you make me a strength check? Strength saving throw. Sorry. Strength
Oh.
saving throw.
Save. All right.
Tara, I think you started with less life. Yeah. Then you
Make a
should
long
have.
rest.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sige, I'll fix that.
Tara, you like out of the bushes, a wolf comes and basically knocks you onto the ground. You are now prone. And
Alright.
it takes like it tries to like bite at your like upper shoulder.
Alright.
And then that is the wolf's turn. Gives you 6 damage, and then now it is going to be out of the darkness, Alex. This wolf appears and it tries to knock you over as well. But as the wolf is trying to attack you, I need you to roll me a 1d6.
1d6. That's a d6. I rolled a 5.
This wolf tries to basically push you down also and knock you prone also. But as its paws are about to sort of like connect with you, it's suddenly a power just emanates from your chest. The fissures in your skin glow brighter, and the wolf goes boom, and it just bounces straight off of you. It gets 5 force damage because of your wild magic.
Yeah. Yay!
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, hit.
And then now it is going to be Thraven's turn. Thraven, what do you want to do?
Bonus action. I cast Zephyr Strike.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What is?
So I can move without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Cool.
So
Okay.
I move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. And I will attack wolf number 2.
Go for it.
And then damage. 1d6. Wait. D1. D2. D8. Holy crap!
9 to hit.
Unfortunate.
9 misses.
Okay.
Your arrow kind of like shoots straight. 1 second, guys.
Okay. Yeah, if it did hit,
I know, right? It would have killed the wolf.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I guess I'll end my turn there.
Thraven, you're in the bushes, and the mist begins to sort of like cover around you. It thickens and blocks your vision for a bit, so you miss. And then you hear one more howl as a wolf appears again. And it appears here, and it looks like it's trying to help wolf number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to knock the dust bunny down. So we are going to do roll the 6. It does not attack you, but can you make me a strength saving throw, Dust Bunny?
Yes, sir. Strength saving throw. Save strength. Okay. 14.
Yeah, it miscalculates and it tries to knock you prone and bite you, but it misses. So you're still standing. And now we're back to the top of the round with Dust Bunny. What do you want to do?
The wolf tried to jump me. I quickly turn around and my ears are too sensitive. And then, Dust Bunny is gonna use his a bonus action called Rabbit Hop, where he's allowed to jump 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. So I use one use of that. He's going to jump up to 10 feet. He doesn't want to go too far away from Gunther, so he's gonna just jump over there next to Tara. And then he he yells out because he is still a detective. He yells out, "I think the wolf killer is the axe. They want the axe. I mean, they want the axe."
um, the one wolf replies to the other like, "Hurry, we cannot keep he who would be king waiting." And then like wolf number 2 is like super injured, but he's like chewing it off. Now it is going to be Alex's turn.
I haven't attacked yet, DM.
Oh yeah, you haven't attacked yet. Go. You just did the bunny hop.
I just did the bunny hop. Okay. So now Simon will attack number 2. Attack longbow. Is that it? Oh my god. I'm so used to 26 to hit. 8
Nice.
damage.
Nice.
So are you shooting from the air again?
Yeah, like I jump away from wolf number 5. My ears are too sensitive, and then aim an arrow at him, but then move to the side to hit number 2 before I land next to Tara. Bsh.
Before you land to hit Tara, wolf number 2 drops to the ground. The hand in its mouth severed. So the axe is, it can be taken by anyone right now. But wolf number 2 is dead.
All right. And with my movement, so I moved 10 feet. I still have how much feet? 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay, so I'm gonna do DM is enter the attack range of wolf number 5, and then I'm going to scurry around him like that way. So
Okay.
not provoking attacks of opportunity because I'm still
Okay.
within their reach, and I
Reach,
end
yeah.
I end my turn there.
All right. Okay. And now it is going to be Alex's turn. Alex, what do you want to do?
All right, quick question, DM. I did not get hit earlier, right?
You did not get to hit earlier because you didn't know where they were coming from.
So my rage ended.
Oh no, did your rage end?
Yeah, they
Oh,
have
wait,
to
you
take
didn't-
damage. You have to deal damage or take damage.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't. She didn't. Does the force damage from her wild magic count?
That's the question.
Does it count?
You can decide. You can decide now.
Yeah, depends on you, but Alex did do.
Okay.
Are you researching? Are you Googling?
Magic. Yeah, no, I'm 100% Googling. The magic energy rolling inside you when you enter a rage to determine the magical effect. So it's a magical effect.
So that means Alex did damage, right?
You did do damage. It was from your wild magic, not your weapon.
Rage says your rage ends, or you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken that.
Oh, you haven't attacked.
Attack. So you
Doesn't need to be
you
damage.
ended
It
your-
has to be attack.
Yeah.
That has to be attack, not
yeah, not like
There you go.
passive damage, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
like that one, right? So
Just-
attack hostile creature have never taken damage. All right, so I lost. It happened because suddenly this rabbit number 2 changed voices and then sort of like phased Alex a bit. It's like, oh, no, that's not
Thanks,
the
Alex.
earlier.
Premature rage. It's a problem that a lot of people have.
Oh no. Just like rhomboids.
Just
Just
rumble.
like rhomboids. It's a problem a lot of people have. They just don't talk about it. It's called the silent disease.
It's a condition.
There's an ointment for that. Okay, so Alex was totally distracted by rabbit number 2, and she was like, for a moment, she was like, "Is that the same rabbit?" I was like, "Oh no, it's shit. Oh, Simon is probably
Different rabbit.
somewhere. It's a different rabbit." And then she was like,
This one doesn't have a hat.
Oh yeah, she's getting out of the door, right? So different card. And then she's like, "Oh, where was I at again?" And then she turns into a frown again. So that's rage number. I'm trying to rage. This better be not premature rage here. So was it a D6, right? Or a D8? Sorry. I'm just gonna roll the thing. Roll it, and that's 8. My God.
Nice. Let's go.
All
Wait,
right, let's
wait.
go. Let's do this.
Do this.
Wait, that's wild magic?
Well,
Yeah,
magic.
wild
Oh
magic.
shit, I thought that was like damage. So- oh dear.
Alright.
Wait, but you haven't taken your attack, right?
This is bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex, you kind of like go, but that bunny doesn't have a hat, and the one I saw had a hat, so it's not the same thing. And then while you're kind of like thinking about that, suddenly a bolt of light shoots from your chest
What?
to wolf number 4. And now it needs to make a Constitution saving
yeah.
throw.
Straight up became Iron Man.
It rolled a 6. And suddenly this wolf is bathed in radiant light.
What?
It isn't like lightning, it's just bathed in radiant light for a minute. And you can see that like its eyes seem to sort of like basically like shake a little bit as it is blinded. And it was how much? 8 damage. And that isn't even your attack, right?
So it takes damage and gets blind.
It is blinded and it took damage.
Whoa.
And I swear to God, I'm just trying out this gimmicky build, man. Like so weird. So yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, no, that's the same. It's not. The hat isn't there, and she was like, wondering why the wolf is like suddenly so like looks weird. Like the wolf is not concentrating and couldn't focus. And then he looks hurt, like it got hit by something. And then he's like he whispers, "Well, come on, hit me." And then he was just trying to get the attention of the wolf, but he's with a swing of a great an axe, and that would be my attack.
Okay, go for it.
Oh my God, I did not.
I don't think you put it in your equipment.
Hold on. Okay. There.
You swing with your great axe and you put down wolf number 4.
Nice.
Between the bathing in radiant damage and the great axe, it is dead and blind. It was blinded and then dead.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Killer.
And now it is going to be Deacon's turn. Deacon, what do you want to do?
I'm going to spend a key point
Okay.
for my bonus action. I'm going to step of the wind. Disengage. Let's disengage. Just to clarify, does that let me move without
Yep.
attack
Yeah, without-
opportunities from people?
Yep.
Okay, so one key point on step of the wind. The way I disengage is you see where the dead wolf is with a severed hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to basically make a lunge for the axe, and then I'm going to it's like a dive for the axe going this way.
Mhm.
I assume the axe is somewhere here, right?
Basically, like on Gunther, yeah. In between Gunther and the dead wolf, in between.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna dive, I guess, this way, like that.
Okay.
And basically on the way here, because I wanna go here, I wanna get that axe from the ground.
Yeah, free object interaction.
Yeah.
What's your pathway again? Like I couldn't see it.
Here.
go in between, right? Yeah,
you
because,
can move through your ally space.
Yeah, like Gunther's a dead ally. Sure.
And basically he's prone on the ground, and his
Yeah, you
hand
just
is
step
like,
over him. Yeah.
it's more like I dive and then I land on my hands with my hand on the axe, and then I cartwheel to the other side.
Do you land?
Tara
Because-
was like, "You told me you can't do that."
I can make an athletics check if you want.
You know what? Do an athletics check to see how badass you do doing the cartwheel. I'll give you the cartwheel for free.
19.
You're so gonna be on my cheering squad.
It is a very Tara approved cartwheel.
So I basically, it's not even a cartwheel. I basically jump and dive, and then my hand hits the ground, grabs the axe, and then I push off the ground, and I land here.
Nice.
And then as I land for my action, I will hit that fucking wolf with the same axe.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Wait, I have to give you something.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, one, I'll give you inspiration because nice little flow of stuff that you did there. But where is it? Where is it?
You have to give me the axe.
Yeah, it is a +1 hand axe.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna equip it. Okay.
It is a homebrew thing, so it is not
okay.
It is
What do I roll?
Just roll a d20 plus your, what was that?
Hand axe
D20 plus-
+1 hand axe should be on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, just look for a +1 hand axe. This one just is has shiz on it.
Extra shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna put a +1 hand axe.
Does an extra 1d6 radiant damage to any creature it hits.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wait, how do I manage my inventory again? Add item. There we go.
Add item and then +1 hand axe.
Yeah.
And then you can just like manually roll an extra 1d6. Though I will say, I don't know, is a hand axe a simple weapon? Because he's a monk.
I think it is.
It is.
Is
a
it?
simple weapon, I think.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Link. Thanks for that.
Why doesn't it find it? No results.
Update on your sheet.
No results found on D&D Beyond.
They list it weirdly. It's +1, then comma, I think, and then space hand axe.
I'm just gonna throw hand axe
Okay.
there, and then +1. There we go. Add to equipment. Equip.
Hand axe, comma, +1. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna equip it. Then I'm gonna update.
So while you're holding it in your hand and you're doing this movement, you kind of feel just like your hand kind of tingle with magic and the inexplicable sense that there's a price involved in owning this axe.
Oh no! It's a cursed weapon. I attack with a hand axe. Hand axe.
And there's no you can't explain why, Deacon, but you feel like you just suddenly feel a very great urge to you just feel a great urge. You can't explain what you need to do, but you just suddenly feel like something.
What kind of urge? I'm wearing balloon pants.
Oh no!
Oh no! People can tell.
It's very loose.
Sarah, close your eyes.
Why do you have a tent?
I roll, I grab the axe, I land on my feet, and I just basically pivot and swing at the wolf for 22 to hit.
22 absolutely hits.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
10 slashing damage, and you said there was a
1d6 radiant.
1d6, so radiant damage.
Nice.
+4. So
You
14.
slam this axe into the skull of this wolf, and you hear like a ringing sound. You all hear a very faint ringing sound, as if when the axe recognized that it was a wolf, it just landed so much harder than it should normally land as an axe. And you kill that wolf.
Oh.
It's alive.
Wolf number 5 is dead.
So that's why it's called Wolf
The wolf
Killer.
killer, yeah.
And then I look at the axe and it's like, oh, I get it.
Tara, it is now your turn.
Does it take an action to stand up? Because I'm prone.
I think it's
Half movement.
Half your
half
movement.
movement.
All right, I'll stand up, and then I'll do a bonus action by casting Healing Word on myself. HP plus 5, and then I'm going to attack this wolf that pushed me
Mhm.
with a vengeance, because with the rapier.
Okay, you're taking vengeance because you have like a little rip in your uniform.
Yeah, like
Oh.
this is 17 to hit.
17 to hit absolutely hits.
7
then
damage.
7 damage. Okay, this wolf looks very bad.
And then I step back
Okay.
right here, and that's my turn.
After you pierce the wolf with your rapier, it lets out like a yelp of pain, and it howls. And it begins to sort of like pull up, and like sort of like move backwards and skitter, and then it will disappear into the darkness.
All right.
So you are all out of combat. However, as you take stock of everything around you now, the fog is beginning to die down, and it is beginning. So, Tara, you were kind of thinking earlier, should I cast dancing lights? It is beginning to get a lot darker now, and you hear sounds of movement in the underbrush on either side of the road.
Thraven shouts something, and he says, "Fuck it, I'm not the wolf killer."
I'm gonna cast 4 dancing lights around myself, like
Okay.
Here, and here.
All right. You cast your dancing lights, and floating around you, it brightens up the area considerably. And you can see Deacon with this silver axe in his hand. I will give you a picture later. Kay wala pa ko na unsay tawag ani. This is a very rough, like it even has the text from the thing involved, so sorry na lang. Yeah, sorry guys. There we go. Boop. You can even see the text because I haven't photoshopped it yet. But basically, you feel an urge in you, Deacon, now, unlike before. Before, you were just walking through a forest, feeling like you needed to just go to the big city and escort your friend Tara, maybe cheer her up. But now you feel like a sense of purpose in you that you didn't have before. You feel like you need to head into the deeper woods, and you feel like you need to face something.
Is this like an undeniable urge to do that?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's sort of like right now it's like a little bit of a like, should I pee? Like, you're not sure, but it will grow over time.
Okay. I just examined the hand axe, and then I noticed that it's beautifully crafted with like with carvings and everything. It's like, This was not made for chopping trees.
As
Oh,
as the party is examining the axe, the dust bunny is like stepping backwards into this tree and into the bush, and then he says, "After the dusk, the night begins. The dust bunny's time now comes to an end." And then he changes back
I
into.
have a question for the dust bunny. What happens if it's like an open plain?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Burrows.
That's a lot of fun.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Without saying a word, Alex is just like, and just like looking at different directions, like so confused.
So if you want, guys, you can roll. Is there anything you want to do?
We're out of conflict.
You're out of combat. Yeah.
Alex remarks, "Gee, guys, you guys are strong. I don't know if we just completed the challenge. I'm not sure. Grandma never told me how to find out.
Still don't know what you're talking about, ma'am.
That's okay. You'll get it." And she sounds like she's so sure of herself, but she really doesn't.
Alex, do you recognize this axe? You speak of a challenge and you wanted us to be involved. What's
Yes. It was about wolves, and then I don't know. I just heard more about wolves. And Sean, do I know about the axe by any chance?
You do not know about the axe, but you feel right now that this is definitely connected to the challenge of the Fang, and that this could be something that could aid you in it.
I wanna catch Alex's attention and ask her, "Hey, Alex, do you know about it? Do you know about what they're talking about this person who would be king?"
What would be king? Oh no, I tried to not listen. Like, wait, sorry. What's the question again?
She was asking if you would know, if you would recognize what the wolves said, that they were sent by he who would be king. And if you like, you can make a history check.
Okay, yeah, let me do that. History is +2.
As they're talking, I turn to Thraven, and then I tell him, "You look like you're from around here. Are talking wolves a normal thing?"
Definitely not.
Thraven, you know that you have never run across a talking wolf, but you have definitely run across a talking tree, and you know weird shit goes on in this forest all the time. So even if you haven't run across it, it's par for the course for Margrave.
Yeah.
Marjorie.
Marjorie in forest.
Alex. I obviously don't know that history of the
Wait,
one.
I don't see your role. I just see natural.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the rule.
Okay, all right. You don't know about the axe. All you know is that your instinct, which has always served you very well in the past, is telling you that this is connected to the challenge of the Fang.
I face.
And you have never heard of he who would be king before.
I face Sarah and say, "I think my grandma mentioned something about that over a delicious bowl of porridge and potatoes, and I can't remember much outside of that porridge. It was very delicious. We should try it sometime. I think my mom." Yeah.
And Tara's just tilting her head like, "Huh?"
Alex, is your grandma nearby? Can we go ask her some questions?
Like right as Simon was saying that, actually Alex was about to point towards the direction where she thought she came from, and then she's just indiscriminately pointing at, "That's north. No, and I know this place at the back of my hand, like that says sequoia," and she's pointing at a pine tree. And
Oh no.
You obviously can't trust this girl. She's very dumb.
Oh no.
I like the fact that she's lived with this grandmother for many years in the forest, and she still can't tell a pine from a sequoia. All right. So while you're all talking, can you all make me perception checks?
Yes, sir.
Perception.
What's the name? Perception.
While they're both talking, you're looking around, and Alex also will notice it out of the corner of her eye. But again, you feel like things are different, as if like the light has shifted a little bit, and there seems to be a light ahead of you, as if the path seems to have changed again without you guys noticing. And you notice that up ahead there seems to be some very, very faint lights.
Those lights are prettier than mine. You want to go there?
I think that's what the forest wants.
And
Alex,
we're okay with just trusting this forest to do what it wants?
Alex
Ask
catches it
everyone.
and says that Grandma told me one thing though, and that is to let the forest lead you.
I'd rather let the forest lead me than that thing, gesturing to the axe.
Oh, I thought you were gesturing at me.
You don't want Alex to lead you. And then Thraven, could you make me either a nature check or a survival check?
Let me check. Right. Okay, a survival.
While they're all talking, Thraven, you sort of like look around, and you peer around and you do the same things that you do. You touch the earth between your fingers, you smell it, you lick it, even though that really isn't necessary anymore. It's just part of your ritual. And it shows fresh wolf tracks all around you. And it seems like some of these wolf tracks seem even fresher, as if wolves were still watching you while you were talking after the fight. So you feel you're being watched right now.
Alex sees Thraven do this, and she, in like a short period of puzzlement, and then she tries to imitate
Oh no.
Thraven. She picks up the soil and she smells it, and then but the thing is, Alex is an Earth Genasi, and then in right after like the whole picking up the soil, he throws the soil up into the air. It sort of disperses in an area, and that's passed without a trace for everyone.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome! Very cool, very cool. I forgot to mention, by the way, Wayne, you get inspiration for the fantastic Dusk Bunny magic transformation.
Thank you.
I would give you two. But anyway, so do you guys follow the lights ahead of you, or are you going to still check around?
I want to follow the lights. Tara, follow the lights.
All right.
Alex, before Tara can move, and she says, "Let me lead the way." And then she just strolls towards the light. But she was like, she's more certain about her footsteps because she's sort of like attuned herself to.
I just mentioned to everyone that we're being watched
By what?
by the wolves.
Oh, great. There's more of them.
Yes.
I turn to Simon, and then I go, Simon, were you guys looking for this in particular?
No, we were looking for him, gesturing to Gunther.
Oh.
But I'm not comfortable turning this case in until we find more answers. So I think we should get to somewhere safer first, as what Thraven said. Wolves watching
Okay.
us. And since Alex is already moving, we might as well just follow her.
Okay.
Alex is ahead.
Yeah.
She's gone. Come
Alex,
here, guys.
Before that though, Simon goes to Thraven and then says, Thraven, I wished we didn't have to do this, but I feel like we have to leave Gunther here. Is there anything you can do to like bid him farewell properly? I don't know.
I think I can just what do you call this? Bury him lightly, at least, right?
Yeah, Simon will help.
So yeah. So what I'll do is I will use my raven as a mage hand, right?
Ooh.
And so the thing about my raven is it's where the swarm resides.
Yeah.
So when I ask the raven to leave, it basically multiplies into a swarm of ravens and just
Cool.
does what it needs to do. So I use my raven as a mage hand to
A swarm of ravens.
yeah, swarm of ravens
starts like clawing at the earth, and
to bury Gunther.
yeah, it's a very, very shallow grave, but
Yeah.
more than like just enough for you to, if you roll the body in, it will be sort of like level-ish.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a lot of ravens.
yes.
A lot of ravens.
By the time you are able, the ravens have done this, and you've kind of like pushed the body into this very shallow grave and put the earth on top of him. Oh,
Alex is already way ahead.
Oh no.
that's okay. One second. Sorry. Let me check something. I have something for you. Whoopsie. For you,
Whoopsie.
Thraven.
Ooh.
Because Thraven, I forgot, is Thraven is from here.
Ooh.
So Thraven, you're preparing the shallow grave, but you also know, just as a piece of trivia, that the forest is kind of known for some people, the old ones, like to observe the old ways, which is like the old way of doing things. And just so you know, you don't necessarily follow this because I don't know if you do, but you also know that one of the old ways of punishments is to be buried. Whether you're dead or alive, it's to be buried because it's kind of like a big thing for them to be left out in the open so that like you give back to nature and everything. But that's just something that you know. You don't necessarily have to follow it. It's just a piece of trivia that you remember.
Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to assume that Gunther might be a follower of the old ways. So I'll just not cover him, but dig a hole.
Okay, sounds good. So you kind of like dig a hole, but you don't cover him.
Yeah.
Your ravens are sort of like are there some on your shoulder?
One is on my shoulder, and when it leaves, it multiplies into a swarm.
Awesome. So one is on your shoulder after you push it into the grave, and then you look at your raven, and it sort of like disappears into a swarm of ravens in the sky. By now, it is absolutely pitch black. So the faint lights in the distance are so much clearer now.
So I guess it's time to follow Alex.
Well,
Alex hasn't noticed this whole time that
one direction is as good as any. So I look at Tara and it's like, Tara, what do you want to do?
I'm behind Alex.
Oh god.
I was just, I'll follow those lights. And Alex was like, let me lead the way.
It's so funny. So by the time you all manage to regroup, it is almost pitch black when you can make out the slight twinkling lights of candlelight in the distance, and you soon find yourselves in front of a tavern and inn, and then there's like a sign out front. There's a very, very basic picture painted on of like a carriage, and it's called the 9-Horse Hitch Coaching Inn.
The 9-horse hitch. All right.
Huh. An inn here. Interesting.
Who knows about the adventures Tara has led, and we all don't know. Do you go inside?
Her cheerleading uniform is all weather.
I am dying to go inside. I am dying for any sign of civilization at all.
Before
Yes.
we walk in, before Deacon walks in, Simon kind of like stops him for a bit and says, maybe keep that thing hidden, huh? Just shoot to the axe.
I've already put it away
Okay,
in like a satchel.
cool.
It's a big ass axe.
Oh, okay. So
with
just
the-
looped around my waist, I guess.
Okay, I mean you can put it in your satchel, but I would say that the handle would be sticking out.
That's okay.
But it's up to you. Belt loop.
You're wearing pretty
belt loop,
baggy pants.
Belt loop, and then covered with like my vest. Or like covered
Alright.
with my. I guess I'm wearing my shirt now and then a coat. So covered with
Okay.
my coat.
All right. You enter the tavern, and I'm gonna change the map. So
Alright. Alright.
it might take a while to load. So you enter the tavern, and the inn is very sparsely decorated, but everything is polished to a high shine, and it seems like clean and tidy. There's a bar on the far side, and there's like some main seating in front of the front door, the entrance. And there's some tables in each corner for more private conversations, and there's also a really big fireplace. And are you guys able to see the map?
Yep.
It's loading.
Okay.
Are there people inside?
There you go. Nice.
Yes, there are people inside.
Wow.
So as you step inside, feel free to move your tokens inside.
Still
Flickering
loading.
hearth flames send light and shadow dancing across the room. There's a man nursing like a mug of ale by the fire over here, and he looks very sad. He seems to look like he has like red rimmed eyes, and his hands kind of shake every time he takes a sip.
Why can't I move my thing? Like I can't move myself.
Okay, I'll move you here.
I make a beeline for the bar.
You make a beeline for the bar. All right. And then nearby there is a shriveled crow. She is telling the fortune of a young man who's in front of her. So she's just like looking. She's like, oh, she will make a beautiful bride. Do not worry, everything will be good. Mother Babushka promises. So she's telling a fortune. She has like a big bowl, like a big clay bowl with water inside, and she's looking inside it. Happy wife, happy life. Just remember that. And then in another corner, there are roughly around like a bunch of guys who look rough, as if they've been on the road for a while, and they seem like, they just want to play a card game. They just want to chill and relax over here. So, for the sake of basta daghan sila, there are a lot of them. They're over here. Yeah, and then there are also two dwarves over here. They're just kind of like talking with each other. They seem maybe tipsy, and they're flirting with a barmaid. She's over here. And then a mature-looking woman says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We rushed off our feet. Please make yourselves comfortable. Make yourselves comfortable. Will you be needing rooms for the night?"
Why am I able to move the old lady?
I don't think you can. Oh, there you can.
How
No,
much?
I accidentally,
How much for a
I
room?
accidentally moving her.
Oh, well, we are a simple establishment, so it'll be 10 copper for the night.
How much gold do we have? 4 copper. Can we afford that?
You have enough.
I'm making
We're
I'm
level
making a
3.
beeline for the bar here.
Alexandrite, you do not have a lot of money on you. You may not have money on you. I gotta be honest.
Alexandrite.
Based,
When
based
she
on the backstory you gave me,
when it's 10 copper, Alexandrite exits.
you have like shells and like bits of flowers in your pocket.
Sean, do I have the money from the last campaign?
I'll say that you do. Just
How much was
one
that?
of you needs to be rich.
Alexandrite is going to like.
I think that was like something like 300 gold or something.
Rest assured, you made money.
As
You can
Alex
afford to make.
Alex left and went outside, Simon kind of understands what's happening. Simon goes out and then he stealthily throws like 10 copper on the ground where she's looking for shit. And then Simon just waits for her to find it.
Does Alex find it?
No.
And then, in the Simon
I
will
notice all of this going on, and then I just go. I just walk back up to them. It's like, guys, it's
No,
okay.
they're outside. They're outside. You're by the
Are
bar.
they outside? Oh my god.
Yeah.
yeah. Simon just points at, hey, Alex, what's that over there?
Alex like totally looking elsewhere, smiling.
Oh my
Forrest, like,
god.
there are berries here and fruits in that direction.
Ridiculous. Simon's just gonna go up behind her and just drop 10 copper in her, I don't know, a bag or something, and then go back inside. Oh my god, how did she survive this long?
Yeah.
She's going to find it after an hour.
So Alex is still out there. Thraven, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to observe people.
All right. Tara, what are you doing?
I'm going to approach the guy who's crying,
Sure.
and I'm gonna ask him, "Did you get kicked out of a cheer squad too?"
Yeah.
What's a cheer squad? What's a cheer squad?
Because I got kicked out of the cheer squad, and then I don't know what am I gonna do now with my life? And then he started dumping on the guy.
You start dumping all of your fears and your hurts and the betrayal of how Becky from the cheer squad kicked you out and it was completely unfair, and you just basically word vomit. And he says,
Yeah.
I can he's holding his mug and he's like, I can understand how that's painful. It sounds very painful. The pain you must be in. I myself have lost a daughter.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Can you tell me about her?
Her name's Xenia. She's a little bit like you. She's very cheerful. She wears a red hood. It's her favorite. Are you with him? Those people over there?
Yes. I was with my monk friend right there, the one with the big nipples. It's peering.
They're very pronounced. Yes.
It's a silk shirt, okay? It's very. It's a silk shirt. I can't help that.
It's okay. There's no shame.
I mean, yes. We don't body shame at the Margrave, but yes, they are quite quite pronounce. It's I would never ask anyone to do this. I just feel so desperate, Tara. But my daughter is lost in the forest, and no one wants to look for her. Would you be able to find her?
I can't guarantee it myself, but if it were for me, I will try to help you.
At this point, I have like 2 beers
Okay.
with me, and then
Okay.
I go over to where Tara is, and I sit down and I hand her a beer.
Okay. While Tara is talking to this man, he says, "I forgot to. My name is Hodel. Hodel.
Hodel.
Hodel.
Hodel are you?
Hold on.
Hodel Kohler.
God, what?
Hodel color.
Hodel Kohler.
Oh no.
My father's name was Yodel, but he spared me.
So Yodel and Hodel.
Yep. But it's I just really need to have her back, Tara, and that would be so much help. And now, Tara, could you do me an insight check? There's something with the way he delivers things. By when you say like, yes, I would do it, he looks like so excited. And when he's trying to explain things, you just feel something. But like when he says thank you, you're like, oh yeah, well, totally normal. This is totally fine. And you, oops, what was that? Okay. You, Deacon, while you're walking by, you hear a lady, and she smiles at you. The old crone, she smiles at you. She's tiny and wrinkled, and she almost looks like a gnome.
Okay.
And she's covered in like a cloak of like owl feathers and layers of patterned cloth, and she has like patches of moss and like wood, as if like wood is on her skin. And she says, "A coin for you, future traveler. I know how much that is spoken of in the gossip. I know very much about the forest, what's spoken in the gossip of crows, the howl of wolves, the whispering of leaves."
I'm walking past her.
Yeah, you were gonna like walk by Tara with the mugs of ale.
All right. I go. How much will it cost me?
For you, traveler. Sorry, I was thinking of something and then I won't do it. It's not in character for her, so I'm not gonna do it. I felt like she was gonna hit on him because he's like super abs, but she's not that lady. She's not that kind of lady, so she's like, I got the giggles. Anyway, so it's like, for you good looking, I'll give it to you for free. Not a lot of men carry on that silk shirt. I mean, they don't pull it off the way you do.
I am amused, and I'm kind of my demeanor towards her is towards like a fond tita.
Auntie.
Like so I bring Tara her drink, is like, here on me, and then I go sit I go sit at her table, and it's like, all right, free is a good price.
Okay, so she will ask you to she'll light a candle, and it smells very strong, like a very woodsy scent, and then she will ask you to basically hold a candle of wax, like basically above this big clay bowl full of cold water.
Okay.
And then so while that's going on, who is sitting at the table with Thraven? I think Tara is. Oh no, Tara's with the Hodel
color.
I think I'm alone right now.
Okay, and
I'm
Alex
trying
is still
to
outside.
Look at How is it going to be a perception check to see who's the most like who probably knows a lot about the forest?
You can definitely make me a perception check.
Side comment: I'm surprised Thraven isn't in the corner.
Right.
It's like some dark corner table facing away from everyone, facing towards everyone.
Aragorn.
I want to know more about this place.
He has a better. It's hard to look at stuff. It's darker in the corners. So Thraven, you're looking from the corners. Fantastic roll, by the way. And you're picking up a lot of things. Even though you are sitting smack dab in the middle of things, just because you're so used to sort of like melting into your background, especially when you're hunting. You're doing the same right now. People aren't really super noticing you, but you are noticing them. And you notice on this side, you notice that the mother babushka, this old lady, she seems like she isn't. Well, number one, she's totally hitting on Deacon, but number two, she also seems like there's something there. Like she's definitely more invested than she was with like this dude before. And then with this guy over here, you just can tell that he's crying. But Mother Babushka looks like she really knows the woods because as someone who's grown up in Margrave, you can see the patches of moss and like the bits of wood that are stuck to her skin. And this is a sure sign of someone who has taken much of the Margrave's power.
So I will probably move to this and sit across Deacon while listening to the conversation first.
Oh, hey, Thraven. What do I call it? Grandma? This is my Gram. This is my friend Thraven. I've just met him today, but he seems kind of nice. Pretty quiet though.
Another handsome young man in my presence. Please call me Babushka. And she
Graham Babby.
and then she
if you're naughty.
why did we turn this character here? Why did I make this character choice? But quick question, what's Simon doing?
Simon's trying to like get in on this like game with this guy.
Okay, all right.
It's a card game, you said?
Yes. So actually, there is, because I just could not be. Okay, I'll just say that this guy was like basically playing with this guy.
What were they doing over there? Eating?
They were eating. They look very grumpy, and they look at you. One of them kind of like walks over to get more beer. As he walks over, he kind of like brushes past Tara and the old man, like not really like on purpose, but just like, and then he goes and gets some beer, and then you kind of like walk over Simon and take his place. You're watching these two men play a game that you don't understand, but you do notice that it seems to be a game where they're playing these cards, and the cards that they keep cropping up all the time, like you notice that the same cards keep cropping up all the time, and
Someone's
you realize
cheating.
that it's not. You realize that they're not like playing cards; they're fortune-telling cards, and they just keep shuffling them and laying them down, and then gathering them again, and shuffling them and laying them down again, and gathering them again. So even though these are expertly shuffled, you notice the following cards. The first one is two great axes crossing each other.
Cool.
The second one is a lady on a horse.
Okay.
Like a queen card. The third one is sort of like kind of like, 12, like if it was like 12 spades or 12 hearts, but it's 12 ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is supposed to be like an ace card, but it looks like a glyph that represents wind. And so it's these four cards, and then the last card looks to be like a looking glass,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a strange looking glass, like a magnifying glass. And they keep shuffling them and putting them down again. But when you notice that they keep doing it, they don't seem to really like that you're watching. As they notice, like after 2 or 3 shuffles, they kind of go, you might be more comfortable with your friends, don't you think?
Simon says, "Oh, I'm comfortable right here. Fancy cards you got there. Well, what are they for?"
They're cards from the old ways. It's how we predict the future.
I've heard
It's
that a lot. The old ways. It's like some sort of tradition around these parts. Your culture. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, but yeah. Like so you predict the future.
The man kind of like angrily stuffs the cards into his pouch, and he says, "Look, Bunny, we don't really have the time or the energy to spend talking to you." And as you're kind of talking to him, this guy comes back with some ale. He sits beside this guy, and then he whispers in his ear and nods at like just this general direction. And then this one looks at you, Bunny. Looks at you, and he says, "Where are you from? If you don't know the old ways."
Not from around here. I'm visiting.
The guy will look at you. The man will look at you, and he says, "We don't have time for visitors. We have more pressing matters to attend to. If you'll excuse us."
As they're about to leave and they say more pressing matters, Simon says, "Yeah, like the wolves?"
"What wolves? What? We've never mentioned wolves."
"Yeah, I mentioned the wolves. You're keeping secrets. And I'm the type of guy who likes to hear secrets," as he like touches his ears.
The one of them leans over and then whispers at the other, and then they sort of like, they're not sure how to deal with you, because they can't really gauge if you're with them or not, because you were outside when they came in with Alexandrite. So they couldn't really gauge, but they say, "Wolves have been a great part of the Margaret Forest and its history." They...
do you like the wolves?
And then one of them looks at you, and then you can sort of like see from this guy's hood, because he's kind of wearing a cloak. You can see that his features are kind of like scrunched up, and maybe just a tiny bit like the snout. And then he says and looks at you like, "Do you like wolves, Bunny?" And then like his head peers out. And then we'll cut back really quick.
Okay,
to Deacon.
cool.
And over here, Deacon, you're dripping the wax over. It's taking a while to sort of like heat up and stuff. And then the old lady, Mother Babushka, will say, "A shadow elf. We don't normally see your kind in these part of the woods. You do tend to stick to your own villages. What brings you here, young one?"
I would Thraven is taken aback. Just, what do you know of my people?
She smiles and she says, "There's a lot of things Mother Babushka knows. I hear very many things on the wind." And then she says, "But do not fear. I do not like to meddle in these sort of things. I'm just a humble woman trying to eke out a fortune, eke out a living here." And then the wax has already cooled. And for a second, like the candle wax floats on the cold water, and for a second it seems to have swirled into like the shape of a tooth. And she says, "I see choice, catechism, and consequences. You will pass through places that were old, before iron was born, and iron will avail you little there. Knowledge of the old ways is better than sword or shield. And I'll also say this, and keep this in mind clearly, for when the time is right, young man. Not all that's devoured is dead and gone. And when offered a choice, the brave may earn a great reward by boldly saying all."
By boldly saying what?
All.
Yeah.
All?
Mm-hmm.
So, Thraven says to Babushka, I understand that these parts practice the old ways. I understand that the forest is seemingly a manifestation of the old ways. But I've never really seen it for my eyes, how the spirits seem to truly live in the trees, in the forest itself. And is that the reason why these wolves speak to us? Like they are animated themselves.
She chuckles and she says, "Oh, you will find out, Shadow Elf. I can see it all over you, the both of you, and that little blonde piece over there. And what is that thing with the ears? What is that? That thing too. You all have a path to take. And I hope for your sake and for the sake of all innocents in the Margrave Forest that you complete it." And then she kind of like stands up and she's like on her cane and she kind of like, "Now you're gonna buy me a drink or what?"
I motion to the bartender for 3 more beers because I had already finished mine.
The bartender, well, the serving lady comes over.
Yeah.
By this time, the old lady, Mother Babushka, she kind of like hobbles over to the fire and kind of like warms her hands. The lady kind of like walks over and she says, "Sorry about the wait, lovies. It's been a pretty busy night tonight. What'll you have? Is it just the same old ale? Would you like some dinners?"
Oh, dinner would be great.
Normally, I'd recommend the vegetable goulash, but the weather's been so strange lately, we can barely keep our potatoes growing.
What's the house specialty?
Well, we normally have the vegetable goulash, but since the weather's strange, and since the other thing I would recommend is the mutton stew, but with the wolf attacks lately, it'll be mushroom stew tonight.
I'll have whatever's in the pot.
Mushroom stew it is. So she kind of like hustles back. And yeah, is there anything else that you guys want to be doing before I back there?
I buy dinner for I'm gonna say I buy dinner for Tara and Thraven and Mommy Babushka.
Okay, Mommy Babushka. While the serving lady is back, we kind of cut back to. By the way, Alexandrite, are you doing anything?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is happening. Alex is still looking for the.
She's still like,
Alex is
looking
still
for
looking
money?
for the copper.
By this time, it's like been an hour. She barges back in, really proud of herself. like a smile gleaming in her face, and she's like like big smile with a 10 copper coin in her hand, and something like cherries on the other hand, and a dessert, and an alive rat. So that was like, guys, I found food. But then she notices that most of the guys are already eating, and then she says she just approaches the bartender to like pay for the room for the night. That's pretty it.
The one guy over here whispers to the other guy, and you can hear it because of your extremely keen hearing, Simon. It's like, sound like they're morons. They can't be the champion.
What? What?
And then like they sound like morons. They can't be champions of the forest.
Champions of the forest. Got it.
And then the other one says, I swear I saw it. I swear I saw it. It was underneath his cloak.
Okay. Got it.
And they're kind of like whispering, and really the only reason why is because you have such big bunny ears.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And meanwhile, this guy is just kind of like, he's just kind of like staring at you, but he's not going to be answering any more questions. He seems just kind of like closed off now.
Got it. Yeah, Simon's just gonna say after them asking like, do you like the wolves? Simon's just gonna say, you're okay, I guess, and then Simon's just gonna leave.
Okay.
Hang out over
I see
here.
Simon walking over, and I turn and I say, Simon, you want dinner?
Yeah,
It's
you know
on me.
Sure, I'll take it.
And then I motion to the serving lady, and it's like, one for him too,
Thanks.
and one for Alex as while we're at it, and just maybe throw the rat away.
Not indoors, not
buying
indoors.
Alex, I'm buying you dinner on the condition that you throw the rat away
Outside,
Well-
outside.
outside.
Well, Deacon was like offering dinner for Simon. She was totally like pointing to herself. What about me? Gesturing.
Yeah.
What about me? And then she said, yeah, I can do that. And then like no words, just saying I can do that. And then proceeds to like stow away goes outside and pockets the rat.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Saving it for later. Oh, God.
So you all kind of like tucked into dinner. Alex and Simon, you're sitting at the table with Tara and Hodel. Hodel's like, are you Tara's friend? Will you help us? Help me?
Oh, you got a case?
Yes, my daughter. Senya, she's missing.
He takes out his notebook, starts writing. Case number 48.
I whisper to Simon like, he might be one of your suspects.
Simon like hushes her. Hey, we don't jump to conclusions. Like, we do things professionally. We do
And
things.
then I gave him the eye. I gave him the eye. Like, that's exactly what he did
earlier. Yeah. Got it. So, Hodel Kohler's daughter is Senya. Got it.
Senya, and so he says she's become lost in the forest, and no one wants to look for her.
How long ago was this?
He says, probably 2-3 days ago. I know she can look after herself in the forest, but it's been too long.
Why did she go into the forest?
As you're kind of like basically like you're giving him the Spanish Inquisition, like peppering him with questions.
Yeah.
You can see like his eyes are kind of like moving left and right this time.
Can I make
And
insight?
can you roll me an insight check?
Yes, sir. Do I have anything for that? No. Let's see. Insight. Natural 20. Okay, 27.
You can see like his eyes are definitely like every time he says that his daughter has become lost in the forest, his eyes like go like turn aside, and he doesn't meet your gaze, and his hands that were gripping the table get a little bit tighter and tighter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does it seem like he has this quest because he wants people to go to the forest so that he can kill them there or something, or catch them or whatever?
You kind of look at him and like right now, from what you can sort of like gather from his person, he seems like a pretty small, thin guy. He doesn't seem like the type to be threatening in any way. He just seems like a dad who really has lost his daughter, but you feel like he's only giving you a half truth.
Got it. Okay.
Alex is like catching the conversation, and she's munching through the food like she's never had food before. Oh,
No table manners.
yeah, she's totally talking over food and saying, like, "Oh, I know the forest like and like better than anyone. I know what a shikira or shikoya is, and your daughter will be fine." And she's still eating, and she's still eating, and she probably didn't pick up anything from the suspicion or
Yeah. So
Is she with you?
we
Is she
we
with
get
you?
the information that the daughter is wearing a red hood, right? Red
Yeah, like a
hood,
cloak.
red cloak. And then 2-3 days ago, and what other information? Like where might she be?
He kind of says, I can't really say where she is right now. Probably down. And he kind of like lets it slip. He's like, probably down the path right now. A path right now.
Down by the what?
He says, probably, he lets it slip and he says, probably down the path right now. And then he goes, a path. Probably down a path right now.
The path. God.
are you writing this down?
I'm right. I have like I've filled like
Actual notebook.
one notebook already, one page already since earlier. Okay. Why is this guy? What is the secret? I want to confront him about it, but not with, here. So maybe later.
Persuade him.
Simon's gonna ask, so Mr. Kohler, are you staying here for the night?
He mops his brow and he says, yes, I feel a little bit more at ease now that I know someone is to help me. So, and he looks over his shoulder as if like he's a little bit, just a little bit wary. And he says, oh, I can't really stay very long. So if you could solve this case, as you put it, soon, it would be of great. I would truly appreciate it.
Simon moves over here, like, yes, and he's like, takes his pencil and the eraser part is like tapping his notebook as he's walking towards him and going around Tara and here, and then he takes his big old rabbit foot and like puts it in between like one of the chair's legs and then moves it that way so that he spins to face him, and then Simon like puts one hand over like the backrest of the chair, and then he says, I'll help you in your case. I'll find your daughter, but there's something you're not telling me. What do you mean about the path? Why do you look so suspicious? Why do you look left or right? Why don't you look? Just asking all those questions.
Harry's just watching in admiration, like admiring what's happening.
Do I hear any of this?
If you want to hear it, you can.
I'm just looking over at them, as like see what the commotion is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Simon is kind of like hiding his voice right now. So Simon, you can either roll me a intimidation. I'm guessing you're coming on kind of harsh.
Can I help Simon?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll help Simon with setting up this intimidating act.
Are you just like, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Intimidation. So with advantage, because Tyra's helping me.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex is just like
17? Is that 17?
You just basically attack him with all of these questions, and he just like, and then Tara's behind you, just like a hype man, like, yeah, the fuck is up with that? And it's just too much for the man, and he breaks and he says, all right, I'll tell you. The truth is, Senya was chosen to be part of the challenge of the Fang. And I felt like I had no choice but to submit to the forest's will. How could I say no to the Margrave? It would only punish us. And I could only just hope that civilization's champion could save her.
We keep hearing this challenge of the Fang, but unfortunately our one source of information has not been as helpful. So please enlighten us with.
As Simon is saying that, Alexandrite is like caught red-handed trying to steal a piece of chicken from Simon's plate, and it's like, you're not gonna eat.
Please tell us more about this challenge of the Fang. What it means that the Margrave needs your daughter. Tell us more. And how do we stop it?
He kind of like sighs, and he just kind of like, as if holding a great secret on him and like finally letting it go, he says, the challenge of the Fang is when an innocent is sent into the forest. Senya. And she is to be sought by both sides. One trying to devour her, and the other trying to save her. Whoever wins earns the forest's favor for 3 generations.
Ah. And these two sides, it's the one trying to save her. Who are those people? Because I feel like the one trying to devour her is, and then Simon whispers, he who shall be king.
He looks a little unsure. He says, I can't say for certain who, but what. It is a battle between wolf and man, between the tooth and claw of nature and the fire and steel of civilization. For the Margrave's blessing, it's always been this way. It is the old way.
And then something clicks on Tara, like, it's like football.
And Senya is the ball. Oh my god.
Is this DnD where you just drop this bomb-ass lore and then just simplify it into like this metaphor that's just like
ridiculous?
I make my way over to the table because I'm hearing all of this. I bring my chair.
Yeah.
And I sit across them.
Okay. As you sit across, and you're bringing your chair and you pull it up, your arm sort of like lifts the cloak, and Hodel is able to see a view of the wolf killer, and he says, "You, all of you, you are the champions. You will bring back Senya. Please, please. It is so clear now."
Simon covers his mouth. He looks over at this direction, making sure that they're not paying attention. And then he looks over at Thraven, kind of like signaling Thraven that this is trouble. Be careful about this. Simon's also looking at Deacon. So yeah, be careful.
Do you give me like a nod of your head or something?
Yeah, nod of the head. I look at you. I look at the axe. I look at you again.
Thraven, you're also able to basically hear, like, coming in and out, but you're able to hear what Hodel was saying. Now, because you are part of the Margrave, I want you to make me a history check.
Margarine.
Margarine.
Marine forest. Yes, yes.
Ooh, nice.
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 Thraven, as you hear him basically say it in his way, something clicks in your brain, and you're like, "You've heard this, but it's a little bit different." You know how like there are different, it's the same myth, but it kind of changes little details here and there depending on the location. But the root always seems to be some kind of contest between wolf and man, with the life of an innocent caught in the middle. And you recognize it immediately. Suddenly, it's a tale that your family has told you, and you realize like, but this time it's real. It's not a myth. And you remember from your stories that this tale, this myth, there were 3 tests in your version of the myth.
Mm. So yeah, basically say. So I guess it's what Alex has been saying all along. We are.
Alex was right this whole time.
Yeah. So it seems like we are in a challenge. I think maybe we've passed the first one, and based on the stories I've heard, maybe there's 2 more. Seems like Babushka was talking about that a while ago.
What was the last thing Babushka told me again?
Where are the drinks?
The last thing I hear is
the lady. Babushka told you. She says, not all that is devoured is dead and gone. And when offered a choice, the brave may earn a great reward by boldly saying all.
Oh.
ALL, all?
All, tanan.
Mm.
And then, so while all of this is going on, the Hodel is gonna like rifle around in his bag, and he says, long ago, I saw the Firebird, and I tried to catch it. But all I managed to grab was this. And he holds up this bright red orange feather.
Simon covers it.
This. Please take it as a light for the dark places, and a token for my love of Senya. I hope it may help you and light your path. So he holds it out to you, Simon.
I look around and I just realized there are 6 people in this tiny table, and it's not suspicious at all.
It's you guys are not, despite Simon's best efforts to try and go, you guys are super invested. So this is like a super homebrewy thing.
Okay.
We'll have to like tweak it a little bit. But yeah, no, we'll leave it as it is. Druids and clerics can use the feather as a focus. If the feather is used in place of a holy symbol to turn undead, and yeah, basically it's like a light.
It's like,
All right.
it's like,
And we have a druid with us?
I don't think so.
Alex is a druid, right?
Alex is a
No.
barbarian.
It's
A
barbarian.
barbarian, okay.
Very smart barbarian.
Very super smart. And so
We don't have a
with-
cleric.
with all of this just super obvious stuff going on, and talking about the challenge and the Fang and everything, you all barely kind of notice. Whoopsie, nope, that's not it.
Whoopsie.
You all kind of like don't pay attention to the things around you, and you don't pay attention to
No problem
basically
at all.
these men in your area. And basically the men from this side have all started to stand up and are starting to move over to you. And then they look at you, Deacon, and point at your cloak, and they say, "That's ours, for he who would be king." And now I want you to all. I don't know. It's 11:44. Do you guys want to do this fight? We can like table it for next week, or do you want to do this fight now?
We haven't rested yet, right?
Oh,
And I don't think we're gonna get the
Yeah.
chance to.
you're not going to have
Yeah.
a chance to rest.
I'm fine. I'm fine with
Is that all of them?
That is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You want more?
All right. We can do this.
Okay.
I
You
mean,
okay with this, Wayne?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if Simon can talk his way out of this.
Okay. Give me. You can all. I will tell you right now. You cannot talk out of this.
Got it.
They 100% just want the axe.
Got it.
So it's not gonna happen. I will let you all roll for initiative and pee break.
Got it. Okay.
So let's like
Alright.
reconvene in 5.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Please.
Jesus,
Please.
I'm getting bad rolls, and you know what?
Ah,
Fine with it.
okay. Okay.
Be back in 5.
Interesting ang Haringan, eh?
God send
It's so fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
I was like, I was planning to, I just couldn't bring myself to though. I was planning to play a pixie.
I was supposed to be something else at home, but Sean wanted to. I introduced the idea of like war magic barb, and I thought it was like so gimmicky. I want to try it.
Dude, it's interesting. But if I played a pixie, I might sound like.
I would love to use this someday.
As a
I would not be able to understand anything you're saying. 'Cause it really doesn't register as words.
Really? It sounds like...
It's all just buzzing noises. It
Okay.
doesn't. Yeah, it's not understandable at all.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
okay.
that's better. That's
This one's
better.
better though.
That's better.
Yep.
Don't worry, Deacon. I speak.
Yeah, but I don't trust you, Alex.
I swear to God, I didn't plan on Alex to be so dumb.
Is intelligence her dump stat?
Yeah, but also because barbs are usually dumb. And then I was supposed to play a totally different character, but then Sean said, "Okay, this can be your backstory," and like challenge a Fang, and like I can't incorporate the character now, so I'm just gonna be a barb and yeah, dump the. But it's fun. I want to try like a wild magic sword.
By the way, do you have on your voice settings? Do you have noise suppression on because you're clipping?
I don't.
No, I mean Alex.
Okay.
Hold on. Told us about this before.
Yeah, try turning it off because your voice clips and we can only get like the second syllable of everything you say. Or that's what I'm hearing anyway. Like when you start a sentence, I can only get the second syllable.
It's already off.
Okay.
I don't know why. Probably my internet.
No, maybe.
Wayne, ang
Yep.
Haringan ug ang pixie naman lang no ang
From
nabilin sa kuan. Unsa ni? Witchlight, right?
yeah, Witchlight.
They took the owl and then transferred it to
Strixhaven.
Strixhaven.
Yep.
Okay.
The reason I made this character was because my friend
I saw you play this.
I
sa
played this
Witchlight.
guy at
Yeah.
level 1. This guy started level 1 and then we were bumped up to level 3 and then we had to pause the campaign because Odette and like so we haven't resumed that campaign yet. But I really missed this character, so I brought him for this one.
Sakto level 3, so you just had.
Yeah, Sakto level 3. But I'm not going to upload this yet because wala pa na reveal ang si Dusk Bunny in the actual campaign. It's so fun. Cause man, so
Nice.
Gloomstalker Ranger.
yeah, man, I feel like on baby pa kayo ko with the ranger stuff. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I forgot that I had like favored foe when I hit a creature with an attack roll.
Yeah, one
What's your
d4 extra.
What's your favorite foe?
Oh,
Favored foe is when you hit a creature, you can make that your favored foe, and
Yeah.
every time you attack for one attack nimo 1d4 extra damage.
yeah. This is a new Tasha's
Back.
edition, man
Yeah.
siguro, no? Oh.
Yeah, Tasha's
Cool.
an option.
Yeah.
Additional? I mean, optional?
Yeah, optional.
We don't have a cleric with us, do we?
No cleric, no druid.
But Tara can heal.
Tara can heal, but she's a bard.
Yep.
Can heal some.
I feel like
And
I don't know. Maybe Sean will allow one of maybe like
I
Thraven.
think we have potions.
We have potions from last time.
Hey,
Well, I have potions from last time. I don't know about you guys.
No,
Yeah,
but to attune to the new item we got, by the feather, the
I have a rat.
Link can come in and say, "Ooh,
oh, I'm a druid actually. I'm a druid and a cleric.
I almost played a druid. I thought someone else would. That's why I played Tara.
I was really thinking someone has to play druid. It's a forest. Come on.
Exactly.
Wait, sorry. I just realized I need to pee as well, so I'll be right back.
my plan is to play all subclasses of rangers. So I've done everything except the Fey Wanderer.
Ooh, that's so cool.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking of a backstory and how I'm going to play that, because it's a face ranger, dude. I'm
Right.
so used to playing the broody, but the ranger.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play the charismatic.
No, you can be a face ranger, but like focus on intimidation instead of persuasion.
Yeah.
No, I'm
But
thinking
it's riskier.
I'm gonna play something like Finn Rider.
Ah,
Do the
yeah.
smolder.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to roll I had to roll initiative for a bunch load of people, and then I realized, why am I making my life hard? So
Yeah.
I'm not. So basically
You can do them in groups.
yeah, so it's basically going to be Simon, and then this dude right here. So this guy, he has like a snout kind of thing going on. He's not really a super werewolf, but he has like a snout. He has like a unibrow and like a really pronounced like forehead thing. And you kind of notice that a lot of these people, like with their hoods pushed back now, they look
the same.
yes, they look the same, but they all look very strange, as if
Animalistic in a sense.
yeah, they definitely look animalistic. They also have like a funky smell to them,
Ew.
and they all kind of have lupine features.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, so I was just saying that they all have like lupine features, but the one that I labeled werewolf is the one that looks the most what's that tawag ni? Wolfy.
They're werewolves, not swearwolves.
They're werewolf. No, they're also swearwolves. These guys are also swearwolves. So right now it's gonna go Simon, werewolf, Alex, and then C1S1, Thraven, C2S2, Deacon, C3S3, Tara. Because I'm sorry, Tara, you kinda.
I know, right?
Oh wow. So they got the jump on us.
Yeah. I put the grid on para it's a little bit more thing. So I'm just gonna fix you guys if you want to fix yourselves. So we are gonna start with Simon. Simon, you have your back was to C1 and he's like right up against you.
Got it. We've started combat, so if I leave his reach, I get attack of opportunity.
If you leave his reach?
Yeah.
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 I'll
risk it. So Simon's gonna go under the table.
Oh god.
And so C1 can attack me if he wants to with a reaction.
You need to Darkwing Dung it. Okay.
Yeah. He's 11 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna warn you guys. These guys do not hit. They're very lightweight.
Got it. Simon goes under the table, and then as he's going under, he says, focus on the big guy." And then he disappears. And then out from the other side of the table is Dust Bunny. And then Dust Bunny is like, "Yeah, what he said."
You really think we wouldn't notice? Okay.
I have a question. Is like, how does Thraven take this? Because he's like, you've traveled with him the most. Are you just like this again, or are you like?
Yeah, I'm like
Supportive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like, okay, you want to play that? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to the other people to really like figure it out yourselves, guys. I don't really care.
Simon goes out under the table and then moves this way. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like there. And then attack this guy, this werewolf. Alright, Gucci, let me do that. Exclamation mark A longbow. Does this have anything else extra? No. Okay. Attack. 17 to hit, 6 damage.
17 absolutely hits, and you deal him 6 damage. You can see him sort of like going in the corner.
Cool. When I hit a creature with an attack roll, I will target that as my favorite enemy for 1 minute.
Okay.
I am now concentrating. Sakto, Kuya Boom. I'm concentrating. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then Red Ambusher, second attack.
Yes, sir. But so first time on Witcher Thursday, you hit a favorite enemy in the first time. I don't add the 1d4 favored damage yet. It's next turn.
You can add it to this attack.
The second one, right? The Dredge Ambusher one. That's so cool. Okay. So I do another longbow attack on him.
Yeah, so you have a
15 to hit.
D8 and a D6. 15 to hit, does that
15 absolutely hits.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can.
So how much damage?
And then I add.
He needs to add a D8 and a D6, a D4.
Okay. Plus 1d4, like
it's an
that.
automatic bow.
So that is 16 damage total.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Why is that 6? Because 10 and 6.
Yep.
1 second.
And that is the
16
end.
damage.
That's the end
If
of...
that werewolf goes down, his buddy's better.
Yeah.
His buddy's better. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, all right.
End turn, Liam.
End turn. Awesome turn. You can hear him go. You can see like kind of like curls of like smoke coming out of his nose. and then now it is going to be his turn. He's gonna start to sort of like, you hear like the crack of like bone and flesh go as he sort of like hunches over, and then as he rears back, he has a really long snout, and he's polymorphed into like a wolf humanoid hybrid kind of thing. So just double checking, when you polymorph, like once like your health is down and you go back into like your regular form, you still have like your normal health, right?
Yep.
Whatever was damaged.
Okay, I just need to take note.
It doesn't.
I think
it doesn't auto heal.
Yeah.
I think it's what if you're down to 0 on your polymorph form, whatever's left over na damage, you also take as your normal form.
It's like
Okay.
a big temperature.
So this guy is now in his like wolf hybrid form shape. And then he's gonna look at you, Dust Bunny, because you shot him.
Mm-hmm.
And speed is 30 feet, so 5. He's gonna start loping after you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one was like, ah! And she's like pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that scene in that terrible kind of like that empty RCB thing where like she drops the thing when Papa Derek runs
The
after
kamatis.
the kamatis. It's that scene, but with,
Ah,
like
yeah.
pulis ako. So that happens. And he is going to run up to you, and he is going to bite you
Mm-hmm.
for a
Oh my god, I'm
womp womp.
about to turn
11.
into a were-rabbit.
You could
11.
become a were-rabbit, yeah.
11 to hit.
Miss
And then
claw.
it's going to claw you. 22 to hit.
Oh, that will hit.
And it gives you 6 damage, 6 slashing damage.
6 damage taken.
Yep, and then that's it for its turn. And then now it is going to be Alex's turn. Alex, what do you want to do?
I'll roll a concentration check.
Oh yeah.
And the polymorph, does it count as like just a natural ability of theirs, or is he also concentrating on that werewolf form?
It says the werewolf can use its action to polymorph into a wolf humanoid hybrid.
I guess it's
Does
a
that-
feature.
It's just a natural thing.
I think it's a
Yeah,
feature.
it's a feature. It's like shape changer though.
Okay.
Okay, got
So
it.
they're
So
not-
it's like wild shape, but
Yeah.
specifically for werewolves.
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Con,
This is
do I
werewolf.
have anything? Level 3.
Alex this whole time has been like munching on food. She was largely like ignorant of everything that happened around him until Dusk Bunny appeared. And then she was like, she dropped her chicken from her mouth, and he was like, it's the secret champion from under his breath. And then yeah, he says it's the secret champion. And then he saw like this exchange of blows between that and the guy that just turned into a wolf, and then he said, it's a secret doggo. And then she proceeds to like stand up while this transpired to try and help the secret champion. But she pockets like 2 more pieces of chicken inside her pouch because you don't want to look you don't want to find
Not
it.
feed you? Okay, go.
Yeah. And then like I jump towards that direction. That guy's an ally, right?
Yeah.
And then like lay off the secret champion, and then I go rage. And
Rage.
I'm gonna roll one part.
Fissures on your skin start to glow.
And it's a D8, right? I rolled a 3. What's a 3? 3. Oh my gosh.
Wild magic.
Suddenly, so like again, your skin starts to glow with like with like the fissures coming out, and then suddenly I'm gonna choose it. a flump appears.
A what?
A flump. It looks
flump?
like. How would you describe a flump?
Like a Sian, but
Like a happy jellyfish?
Yeah. They change color depending on the emotions they
the
consume or
mood.
something.
Yeah, I actually remember one from Link's campaign, which was
Yeah.
like super cute.
Yeah, that one. That was one.
So that appears.
okay. Quick question. What what are the rest of like the bartenders and the barmaids are doing like this whole time this transpired? They just stay there, right?
Is hiding under a table. This one was like knocked back here. This one's like hiding under the bar. I would say these two hid under the bar also. Mother Babushka has mysteriously disappeared. And this guy's cowering in a corner for now.
So Alex is like, from the past battle, she was counting on her earth magic to sort of like help her when she tries to swing at the wolf, but all that happened was that a flump appeared. And then it appears, how do I put that? I'm just gonna say that this,
That's so cute.
gonna say
Do
that,
we have a flump? Do we have?
are you gonna put that there?
Flump.
Let's put that there.
Is there a flump token? I can't see it. Oh, I have a flump token here.
You do? Okay.
1 second.
You look so cute.
Here.
Yeah.
These are the
Suddenly,
guys we saw in the. Okay, go.
this appears next to suddenly out of the blue, this appears next to Alexandrite, and it's just like and first
This actually appears here.
I think it's supposed to be within
30 feet.
yeah
6. Yeah, that's 30. Can? Bole?
yeah pwede. Appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice. So yeah, you can put it there. And it's just very confused, like, and then it looks at like these guys and they look super angry. And it's beginning to like go.
She's going to make a puffing sound like, and
Yeah.
she starts the flump.
Yeah. But then you do your turn first and then it'll do its thing.
Yeah. I was doing that while trying to take like a swing at the secret
Okay.
logo. And that is a 23 and 12 damage with the rage.
23 absolutely hits and you give it 12 damage. Very good. It kind of like looks over its shoulder and kind of like snaps at you, Alexandrite. And then, is that your turn?
The flump was gonna go poof.
Yeah, and then like after you slash into it, the flump starts going, and then it goes explodes.
Oh my god.
And then as it explodes, the within 5 feet, no?
Yeah, everyone within 5 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw or take
All right.
1d6.
Okay. Woo. Okay. I'm going to roll for these babies.
Let's go.
So strange, so weird.
What a
The
strange
thing about
effect.
it is so random. Like
The first one rolled a 10, so that does that save?
Hold on. Save is Constitution. How do I find out my save again?
Dexterity saving throw, but I don't have your sheet.
What do I compare that against? Because I usually like save.
Actually, it doesn't say like whose modifier. So I'm just gonna say yours. Can we base it on your dexterity, like whatever?
Dexterity
It's not the-
support.
It's not the flumps.
My flumps.
No idea actually.
what's
I
a
don't have
plump's
flump.
DC?
How do I even know my DC again? Isn't there like a formula for that?
Second, let me look at Flump stats.
What's your spellcasting modifier as a wild magic barbarian?
It should be con.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. I don't know barbarians.
Let me. I will. I'll pull up a Flump.
It's just so weird. I don't.
8 plus con mod plus proficiency bonus.
Do I put that? Do you use mine or the flumps?
Okay, if it's a Flump, it's a 10.
So it saves.
It saves.
Sure. Everyone saves?
No. That was just the first
Just
dude.
the one.
Yeah, and then second dude is gonna roll a. This one fails. He rolled an 8, and then the third one rolled a 13, so he saves. So only the second one takes how much damage?
1d6 force. 1. 2.
2.
Force.
2 damage. Okay, so only this guy S2 gets 2 damage.
That makes sense if it's the flumps because it's too much if
It's a Flump.
yeah.
I have no idea how. Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then now it is going to be. I think it's going to be C1, C2's turn. Shit. C1 and C2, C1 and S1's turn. So this guy is going to walk up to you, Tara, and he is.
Dare you.
And he just has like a very basic club, and he's going to try and hit you with it. A 17 to hit.
Yes. It hits.
Yeah, don't worry, he doesn't hit very hard. And he just gives you 1 damage.
Alright.
And then S1 is going to. The flump disappears, no? Because it explodes. And then S1 is going to take out its bow. And then he is going to roll. He rolls a 7 to hit. By the way, sorry, Hodel is also hiding down here. He is going to try and hit you, Thraven, with it since he has a clear shot. He rolls a 7 for the first one, so that does not hit. But then he rolls a 21 for the second one, and that hits.
Yeah.
And he gives you 4 damage, 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then now it's going to be Thraven's turn.
I will cast Zephyr Strike first, so I can
Okay.
move
Deacon, you're next.
here
Okay.
without attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, here. And then I will shoot the werewolf.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 to hit. 14 hits.
Okay. He takes 17 damage.
Let's go.
You shoot him cleanly with an arrow.
Yeah. So what happens is I shoot the arrow, right? And I look at my raven Usuk, and he just goes with the arrow. He multiplies into different,
Cool.
multiple ravens, and they all, as the arrow hits, the raven swarms him. And
Oh my gosh. The ravens swarm him like it like one arrow, and then suddenly these like
yeah,
these ravens kind of make an arrow shape with it,
Yeah.
and then now they're kind of like licking him. So cool.
Excellent.
Awesome
and
job.
as that happens, I'm going to make him my favored foe, which means I automatically drop concentration on Zephyr Strike, and he's already my favorite foe now.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's my turn.
Turn number 2, this guy is gonna walk up to Terra to no, Deacon na lang. Deacon. And then he's gonna try and hit you with his club.
Okay.
It connects 19 to hit, and it gives you 1 damage. They're just commoners that follow the way of the wolf.
1 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and then one over here, he is going to try and hit Alexandrite with his bow. First one misses. And then the second one absolutely hits, a 22 to hit, and gives you 10 damage.
What type of damage?
Piercing damage.
Let's have-
So 5.
Yeah. Alex, let's have the soft mode.
Okay, and now it's Deacon's turn.
These guys don't seem like too much of a threat surrounding Tara, and so I'm looking at the big bad wolf that's over here. So I step on the table.
Yeah.
And then I just jump. Axe open like a I think 300.
Okay.
Oh.
And I just jump axe overhand. And
Very
then
cool.
I just go for his head. And so I attack.
Is there a check for that? Can you make me an acrobatics check for that, or do you
I
have
can
like
do
a
an-
special Earth Genasi thing? Air Genasi.
No, I don't. I have an acrobatics.
Yeah, can you roll me
Proficiency.
acrobatics? I'll give it to you because 300, but I just want to know how badass you look doing it.
Yeah. Sorry, acrobatics. Sorry. Check acrobatics.
Nice.
19.
Absolutely. You're lifting it up. Your shirt is up. The abs are there. They're shining. It looks great.
The nipples are out.
The nipples are out.
And they're pointy. I pause. It looks
They're
like
a weapon
I
on their
pause.
own. They're an improvised weapon. Go.
You're the real hero.
I pause at the apex of my lunge, and then I attack with the hand axe. Sorry, hand axe. Does a 23 hit?
23 absolutely hits. And you give this
for
guy
7 damage.
7 damage, and you have a.
The
One
radiant.
second. You have a 1d6.
Yeah.
I have a 1d6 radiant, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Roll 1d6 for 2, so 7, 8, 9.
So, 1 second. You're lifting it above your head, and as soon as your the wolf killer slides into the flesh of this man, of this thing, something happens, and you can feel it sort of like kind of like like as if it's fighting something. As you're okay, as if it's fighting something, and as it sinks into the flesh, suddenly this werewolf's form begins to shift back into man. His like snout moves back in, his like the hair begins to disappear, and it's like his polymorph form has disappeared. Basically your axe will break shapeshifters forms.
That's
They
so
need to make
cool.
They
No
need to make
wonder they
a,
hate it.
they need to make a charisma saving throw, which he failed. So he's back to his normal.
Was the
human
axe
form.
thrown?
No, it's just
I jumped with it. So now I'm right beside him.
Yeah.
That means C2 takes attack of opportunity, right?
They can
Yeah,
choose to.
That's fine.
I'll let this poor little sucker try.
They can try.
He's not very like he'll tickle you. He'll give you 2 damage. He'll give you 2 damage. Just basically scraping a little bit of your ankle, Deacon.
Okay.
And then that is your turn, Deacon.
Yes.
Okay.
And then no wait. I say down, boy.
Oh my god.
Very good, very good. And then now it is going to be C3's turn. Poor Tara, she's like being swarmed over here.
My milkshake brings all the boys in the yard.
Yes. That is actually what Tara says in game. But he misses. He rolled a 6.
Yep.
However, this one is going to go here to get a better shot and going to try and shoot you, Deacon, for breaking his colleague's form.
Go for it.
And he's going to let 2 arrows. Does a 13 hit?
Miss. AC
Okay.
15.
And then the other one misses. So that's it for him. And now it's going to be Tara's turn. Tara, what do you want to do?
Okay, so there are 3 guys with me.
Yes.
I'm going to... Damn, I don't have any spell for these guys. I'll just attack the C1 guy because he's the first one to attack me. I'll attack him with a rapier. Oh no, it's a 7. This is a 7 hit.
1 second. See? No, that does not hit.
Okay.
I was like, no, they're so bad. Yes, but no.
I can't move away, right?
Unless you want to get hit.
You can,
Yeah.
but you'll trigger 3 attack of opportunities.
Just 2. Because this one used the
Because
reaction
that one
already.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay. I'll end my turn. There's nothing else I
Okay.
can do.
All right. And now it is going to be Simon's turn. Simon, what do you want to do?
Simon will bunny hop out of there.
Okay.
Going this direction towards the other gloomy ranger. Poop. No attack of opportunity, and he's just gonna do his 1 attack. Wow,
Okay.
I haven't been level 3 in a while.
So you used the
1
extra
attack.
attack?
Just the 1.
I missed the 4 attacks. You know. One longbow, and then there are no modifiers for this. No, it's just the
1d4.
I miss. I think.
You
DM,
miss.
hang on, DM. What do you rule? How do you rule your inspiration? I have to declare before I say I'll use inspiration.
Ideally, that would
Okay,
be...
sige. I end my. Do I end my turn there? No, I'm a move.
Oh no, you know what? It's okay because I guess like when I have no, it's fine because like before when I would like do crystals, I could say no, you could add a crystal to that. So yeah, you can roll inspiration.
Okay, so I'll re-roll. I'll go roll a d20 na lang. Plus my attack modifier 7. Just to hit. 16 to hit.
No, that hits.
16 hits.
For 11 damage, and then I'll add the 1d4. Where's the 1d4 again? From favored foe?
Favored foe.
No, I lost concentration earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
wala na.
now I'm concentrating on favored foe because I hit him. But
He's bloody.
he's bloodied.
Yeah.
Simon will say, as he steps, as after, same thing. You know, he's up in the air. He takes the shot. He says something while
Wait,
still.
Wayne, you can add 1d4 because it says you can deal damage of 1d4 including when you mark it.
Oh,
Yep.
that is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do that now.
Yep.
That is so cool. There you go. Add 4
Raise your
DM,
hand.
please. 20 total. No, 15 total damage.
Okay.
Simon says, "You may be." I mean, the Dusk Bunny says. He says, "You may be a wolf and I the hare, but this night I am the predator." And he moves like this way. So that was like 10 free, and then another 5, 10 over the table, 15, 20. stops there. End turn.
You know he kind of like snarls at you, so even if he's still out of form, he has like a snaggled tooth kind of like grin to him, and he's just like, we'll see about that, buddy. And he kind of like, but he's a little bit distracted because of Deacon and Alexandrite on him. And now it is going to be his turn. He cannot shapeshift again, but he will just, he has a spear, so he's going to use his spear to hit Deacon.
Uh-huh.
I am so sorry. It's a natural 20.
As a reaction,
Ooh.
does he throw it or does he stab me with it?
Stab you with it. He's
Stab me with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So as a reaction, I will spend a key point.
Okay.
And I will hold on. Let me.
Deflect missiles.
Patient defense. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action. Oh, sorry, that's just on my.
On your turn,
That's on my turn.
Yeah.
And it's not a missile. It's not a. I can't
No,
deflect
he was like right beside you. So
right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take it.
So he'll give you 10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
10 piercing damage. And he is going to attack you, Alexandrite, with it, and he's going to poke you with his spear. Does a 17 hit?
Give it to me.
And let me see. This is only 4 damage. It was 8 and then 4.
Very, very soft mode.
Okay. And then that's going to be it for him. And then now I think it is going to be Alex's turn.
All right. So Alex is like slightly disappointed that the secret doggo is gone. So she takes out again her great axe, swings it from over her head at the the used to doggo. The X doggo. And it's another, where's my dice tray? There. It's a great axe. And wait, how much damage did I take again? 2, right? And then great axe. So that's probably not gonna hit. So yeah, she does that. And then inspired by like Alex's secret champion, she attempts a bunny hop. I am going to roll acrobat. And it's gonna be horrible. Oh! I'm not gonna gain the same benefit, but I'm gonna try to hop away from this dude. You're free to take a swing at me, but just for flavor, I want you're on mute, Sean. By the way, Sean, you're on mute.
Oops! I was like, sure. 16 to hit.
Wait, no. That hits.
And then, but you just get 2 damage because I rolled a 4. He kind of barely pokes you with it, more because he's very confused. He's confused about this choice. What's going on?
As I try to like do like a backflip, which I probably did gracefully with that score, and then I get poked, right, and then I move towards that one here by Tara.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Okay.
I like try to summon with the most awkward gesture because I'm not a spellcaster. Just bringing both arms forward and like oomph, something like that. And then that the flump appears again. Where's the token?
Can you bring the flump back?
Yeah. as long as my rage is ongoing, I can summon it again as a bonus action.
Oh, that's so cool! I thought it just explodes. Until your rage ends, this can be used again as an effect. That is crazy. It's just like the never-ending flump.
So you just have like a portable bomb.
Yeah.
Flump is like, what is my
Here.
purpose?
Do you-
To explode.
Yeah.
Portable bomb.
Does it not question like morality?
It looks at you, Tara, and says, please, every moment I live is agony.
It's a Me6.
I'm Mr. Flump.
So C2, C3 and C2 need to make what's I tawag ani?
Dexterity. I mean, no, was it dexterity?
Dexterity saving throws. The
Yeah,
first
they need to
one
be the
first one rolled a 16, and then the second one rolled a 10. So they escape the Flump's wrath, and it goes boop, and explodes.
Living is
But
pain.
living is pain. Poor Flump. Now it is going to be C1 and C2's turn. C1 is going to try and thump you over the head again. You guys could like kill him honestly in like one hit. 18 to hit. He will give you 3 damage, Tara.
Alright.
And then this guy is going to.
Do the commoners or do the wolf pack, not the werewolf, do the pack
Yeah.
look like they're in thrall, or are they really doing this because they believe in the way of the old way?
They look like they believe in the way of
They're not like mind controlled.
No,
or
they're
anything.
not mind controlled.
Alright.
S1 is going to try and hit you, Dust Bunny.
Okay.
S1 is gonna go 23 to hit
Yes.
and a 3 damage.
We'll take
And then
it.
he's gonna try and hit you again.
Oh.
21 to hit
Oh.
and 8 damage.
What? So 3 plus 8, 11?
Huh? Yes.
Ridiculous. Taken. I will
Make
roll
2 ranged
concentration.
attacks. Sure.
I lose concentration again. Ridiculous. Okay. Wow. I'm
It
down
doesn't
to.
seem like it matters though, because if you hit him again, then you can do the D4 again. Because
No, I only can do it twice
you can
2
only do
times.
twice.
for long. Yeah, per long
Ah,
rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'll take the 2 shots. Oosh, oosh. That's it.
Okay. And then now it is going to be Thraven's turn. Thraven, what do you want to do?
I will attack the werewolf again. 23.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
15 damage.
Oh yeah, 15 damage does it. He's hanging by a thread. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hanging
it.
by him.
I attacked that with advantage because the Zephyr Strike before wala na ko na advantage.
Sure.
Mo ni siya for this turn.
And then now it's going to be C2 and S2's turn. C2 is going to try and hit Alexandrite. Does a 15 hit?
Give it to me.
1 damage. I rolled a 2. And then S2 is gonna still stay there, and he's going to try and hit you, Alexandrite. That's not going to hit. And I rolled a 10. 10 doesn't hit. So that's it for S2. And then now it's going to be Deacon's turn. And
Turn.
then Tara, you after.
I will do a hand axe again.
Awesome. Okay, go for it.
So attack hand axe.
Nice.
At 22 hits.
22 hits.
That's
10 damage.
10 damage plus 1 radiant.
Go for it. Roll the radiant.
1d6.
Let's go. So poetic.
So 12 total.
How do you describe killing the werewolf?
Yes, sir.
I go. I recover from the stab, and it pisses me off. And then I just look at him, and it's like, "Here, boy, play dead."
Oh,
And
excellent.
then I swing my axe and decapitate him.
Oh.
Awesome. As your axe swings down onto his head, there's like a faint ringing sound as like his head just kind of like rolls onto the floor right in front of the fireplace. Blood is spilling everywhere, and it's like the ringing sound gets louder, and then it stops in your hand.
Okay.
And the urge inside you feels stronger.
It rings in my head.
Yeah, just to you, and you just kind of feel like the urge inside you earlier of like to go into the woods and to find this would-be king. It's getting a little bit stronger.
All right. Okay. I
and
rationalize it to myself as now I'm really, really pissed off. I want to know who's behind all of this because I just got stabbed in the gut.
Now it's C3's turn. C3 rolled an 18 to hit, but gives you 1 damage. Tara.
All right.
And then S3 is gonna try and hit you, Deacon. S3. Okay. 3 misses. I rolled does a 14 hit?
No, 15 is my AC.
Okay, awesome. Then he misses both. He's a little bit upset at the loss of his leader. You just hear them kind of like say, Boleslav is dead. And really quickly, Deacon, as like he's a human and you see like his dead body, you notice that he has 6 fingers. Something interesting.
Okay.
And then now it is going to be Tara's turn.
All right. I'm going to use vicious mockery on C1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him like you hit like a guy.
I love it. Okay. What do I need to do again?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. C1, right?
Yes.
Oh, he fails.
2 emotional damage.
2 emotional damage.
Mm-hmm.
He's bloodied.
Wow.
With words.
No,
Words hurt.
not like a guy.
And then I cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
As bonus action.
All right.
Wow, that's cool.
Simon, it is now your. I'm guessing you don't want to leave, Tara. So it is now Simon's turn.
Simon is going to.
Oh, Dust Bunny. Sorry, Dust Bunny.
Right.
Funny.
Jump down here, go around this place, 5, 10, 15. But he'll stop here first to have line of sight to S1. Who hit him? For 11 fucking damage.
Kill him.
Ridiculous. 22 to hit, 6 damage.
6 damage. Go for it.
That's less than he hit you for.
he took some good damage, but he's not bloody.
Sure. Simon loses the arrow. He says, "Your alpha has fallen. Away with you, dogs!" And he continues moving here, running along this wall. And oh my god, is that really all I can do?
Deacon hears this, and then he goes, Simon, that whole alpha thing, that's not really scientifically.
Wait, this is what happened in Critical Role recently.
That's not really scientifically.
No,
I
and
mean,
then
this whole like
and
one of
then-
them breaks. The scout goes like, "Yeah, I mean, like this whole alpha beta thing. There's no such thing as respect the alpha."
Yeah, in fact, the original writer of that study retracted his book and is now trying to. All right, never mind.
Would it be surprising if Alex chimes in and was like, "Yeah, don't you know that alpha is."
God damn it. Yeah.
It's like, so all of them are stray dogs?
Ends turn there. Ends turn DM.
Okay, all right. Werewolf is going to.
He dead.
He's
Oh
dead.
right, he's freaking A. He's dead. All right, then that's just Alex next.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh my god. All right, how are the thugs looking?
Who let the dogs
Lee-
out?
C1 is looking bad, and S1 is looking hurt. But everyone else is kind of looking fine because you've all been focusing on the werewolf.
Yeah, we've been ignoring them.
All right. If I move through what do you call it, Tara's space to attack C1, is that possible, or do I have to move above? Just to avoid opportunity of attack.
I would say, yeah, you could sneak through her.
It's an axe. Okay, sure.
But you're still gonna get a hit from C2 though.
Like
You're gonna be leaving his area, right?
do that one and then attack, then come back.
Oh, and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's okay. You can move through the space of allies.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
If
and
you
then
won't leave it on your turn, like you'll be back on your turn. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. So it's
yeah.
like you're leaning over. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
My
like,
lead would be like,
scooch over, Tara.
Yeah.
alright, I do that. I'm like, I go, I turn my back and then push Tara with my behind, with my bosom.
Like Dolores.
The guys are just like,
And swing a giant fucking axe at C1.
C1. Okay, go.
Okay, let's do this. Great axe. And my god, that's the same roll.
Oh no.
That's bad.
That is
That does not hit.
from
You
before.
missed it by one. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I blame Tara. I scoot over back and I do my weird hand gesture again to summon the.
Oh no.
Yay!
The only thing I remember
I
to
missed 26!
Please put me out of my misery.
not there, not there. Because that's
I
my
crave peace.
This is the third one he's murdered.
No,
All right.
it's the same one here. It resurrects.
Oh god.
All right. So see.
It's the same one all the time.
All right. I rolled a 2, so he fails,
Ooh.
and then C3 rolls a 17, so he passes. So C2
two.
C2
damage.
gets how much damage?
2
2
damage.
damage. Okay.
My rolls are.
C2 is bloodied. Guys, their HP is 4. Like, get rid of them.
And
Alright,
Wait, how did I
and
not
we're-
kill this guy? Ah, lahi ni sila. These guys are different.
Sila.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
got it.
different.
whose turn is it?
Now it is going to be Thraven's turn.
Raven.
Thraven.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to do overkill if it hits. And so I will shoot C3. But before that, bonus action Hunter's Mark on C3.
Okay.
Wow, you really
The
want to kill this
critic!
guy.
Let's go!
God,
Nice.
that's
Wow.
damage.
That where was
Whoa.
that? Where was that with the werewolf?
That's a one hit on a werewolf, I think.
That's insane. You just like your arrows go straight through him, and then like the arrow goes through the man, and then there are like bits of like his organs still stuck to the arrow that lands on the ground. Insane. C3 is gone.
This is a level 3. Yeah.
This is a level 3 character. What is that damage?
What?
Sharpshooter.
All right.
2d8 plus 3. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Okay, so C2 and S2's turn now. C2 is going to try and hit you, Alexandrite. He's not looking so good. He's bloodied. 18 to hit, and you just get 2 damage.
He's really accurate, but he's...
I know, right? He's weak. He's a very weak, frail man, but you know he's quite 1, 2,
I'm gonna get ya.
3, 4. Right now, do you have line of sight? He has line of sight for you. He's gonna try and kill you, Thraven, because he tried to kill his friend. And he lets out 2 arrows. First one misses. I rolled a 5. Second one hits. And you get 7 damage. Sorry, 9 damage.
Whoa.
9 damage for me.
Yes.
Okay.
And then now it is going to be Deacon's turn. Deacon, what do you want to do?
I see S2. He just advanced, right?
Yes.
So I actually...
9 plus 4.
In my character sheet, I just want to confirm, I actually do get a free unarmed strike every time I use my attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon. Right?
Like you can hit it with your
I can
use
hit
your
it with
axe
a weapon and then I
and
get
then
one more
punch.
strike.
Yep.
Yeah,
one
with a
unarmed
punch.
strike. Yeah. Well, what I want to do is the dart is also a monk weapon, diba?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dart S2, and then
Okay.
immediately after darting him, I will take a running leap and then just knee him in the face, like a flying knee
Yeah.
to the face.
For it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dart first.
Knee like the back
Yeah.
of the dart, so it goes deeper.
I would have to be accurate, but no. Dart first. Let's see if this hits. There's a 14 hit.
14 hits.
Yes.
Okay, 5 damage.
5 damage.
And
okay.
then one arm strike.
Let's go.
This is 17 hit,
hits.
6 damage.
Okay. We are officially in the dope monk shit portion of the fight, where
So
Deacon just takes like a running, like releases the dart and then launches himself into the air and just like knees the dart
Into the
deeper
face.
into the face. So this guy has got a massive dart just like being pushed into like the hollow of his cheek. Awesome work. Clap, clap,
A
clap.
big
Great job.
shot. Good shit, good shit.
Okay, so C3's turn. Where's C3? Oh, patay na si yatap si C3. Okay, so S3's turn. He's gonna go 5. He's gonna try and I'll say he'll try and hit. Oh. Yeah, he'll try and hit you, Deacon.
Okay.
S3 is going to. He's fresh. This guy is fresh as a daisy.
He fresh.
Fresh. First one I rolled a 12, and then the second one I rolled a 4. So both miss.
Both miss.
Okay.
A daisy from the swamp.
Daisy swamp. May pasisito. Like he doesn't hit hard, but he hits.
He's accurate. He makes it count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara.
He showed up.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So I would be sorry. I would be right beside the guy now because I need him in the face.
Oh yeah.
I would
Sorry.
be here.
Here. Okay.
Oh, C1 did not attack.
C1 attack before pa.
All right. So I'm going to use again vicious mockery on C1 because why not?
You're
Go
gonna
for it.
kill this guy with words.
Do it.
It's a very bard thing to do, right?
Wisdom, right?
Yes.
Do it.
What's the saving? I rolled a 12.
I think it saves. Wait. Cast pala, sorry.
13, I think.
Oh, it did, I think. No, it did not.
No, it is
Yeah,
1 point.
13.
He's like, ugh. Like
I'm
he's
going to kill you softly with these words.
he's almost dead. He's got no joke. He's got 1 HP left.
I end my turn. I end my turn with a massive glare.
Okay. And then now it's gonna be Simon's turn. Simon, go.
Simon is going to rummage through his pouch, take out... What does he take out? He takes out... Oh, he doesn't need to. It's just verbal and somatic. He remembers, and then he's like, wait, what am I doing? It's just my ability. And then he mutters an incantation that I did not prepare, and suddenly a black fog cloud that looks like smoke will surround him. He tells Thraven, like, Thraven, maybe you can make use of this too. Let me draw it. So
But he's using Simon's voice.
Oh, Thraven. Let me. Is it like that? Is Fog of Cloud like that? I think it is. Like 4x4, yeah, 20. Yeah.
God, I have flashbacks from like Link's campaign where like we had like this bottle of
The ever smoking
ever smoking thing that was just brutal.
It's there, and that's his
see.
action.
Okay.
And he's just gonna chill there. He's not gonna, because he can't attack anymore.
All right.
End
Now
turn.
it's going Alex's turn. Alex, go.
Wow, the secret champion disappeared.
So mysterious.
And then Alex was going like, seeing that there's nothing else in front of her, she lifts her great axe at C2 and swings it down this time recklessly, because I keep forgetting I can do that.
Reckless.
Wait, hold on. See, great axe advantage. Come on! It was a 3.
9.
It's an 8 damage this time.
Oh my gosh, you kill C2.
Hey.
Old Faith, old Reliable is gone. He's down. You smash your great axe down on him, and just basically just end him. Fantastic job. Does your flute do anything?
Then I move towards like this space. 1, or I stop here.
Okay.
I hold up my hand, just one hand, and out pumps like zoom and lob it here like a grenade.
Oh my god.
Okay.
There's 3
Flute
people.
grenade. S3, S2, and S1. Okay, all right. Dexterity. Here we go. S1 rolled a 5, so that's not happening. He gets damage.
Yes, sir.
S2 rolls a 11. Is that?
Yeah, I guess.
I think that saves because that's
Okay. And then S3 rolls an 8, so it does not save. So 1 and 3.
Consistent for the 3rd time or 4th time. It's a 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, so 1 is 2 damage and 3 is 2 damage. Oops. Oh, well, at least S3 has like stuff on him now. He doesn't look so fresh anymore. Awesome. And then now it is going to be S1's turn. Right? Yeah. We're almost there, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go. S.
This is clean
C1
up
is
now.
yeah. Let's clean up now. I know. Like I wish I could try and just say like, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's check it out of this fight. But they're kind of not like that. Their C1 is going to hit. C1 is going to hit. He's going to hit Terra.
You're at disadvantage.
Oh, right. I rolled an 8 and I rolled 16, but disadvantage, so I miss. And then S1 is going to roll a. Where's S1? S1 is going to. You can try and hit me, Deacon, because he's going to move
Okay.
back 5, 10.
So I get an attack of opportunity.
Yes,
Okay.
he's going to try and move backwards.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna do like a hand or like an
Yeah, you
arm
can.
strike. $14 hits.
14 hits, and then how much?
6 damage.
6 damage. Oh yeah, he's badly hurt. And then he is going to try and hit you with his arrow. 12
arrow?
does not hit. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
You can catch it.
If it hits, only if it hits.
Okay. And then I'm gonna roll the second one. Now it's a 14. 14? No, you're 15.
No, 15.
All right. That's it for S1, C1, and then now it's Thraven's turn.
I'm going to try to hit S2. Kinsay fresh nila.
It's S3.
Okay, I'll hit S3. I'll try.
Are you in Ranger? You're in Ranger. Yeah. You can see him. You can see him. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, I have sharpshooter, so
Your cover
Okay.
22
matters
hit,
less.
31 damage.
Let's go!
Oh my god. 31 damage. Yatapos na lang si S3.
Arrow goes through his eye, takes his brain out the back of his head.
Oh my god, that's insane. S3 is gone. The freshest one you picked off.
My raven swarm is is really picking them off.
Yeah,
for
the
good-
Raven farm is picking off the
And for
eye.
good measure, he gets knocked back like 15 feet behind.
And then Thraven is going to enter the fog.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
gosh. Okay. 2.
I end my turn.
Okay. And then it is going to be S2's turn. S2 is gonna. Deacon, you can. No, he's gonna try and hit Terra. So Terra.
Yeah.
Uy, Terra, uy. 12 to hit.
Me. 12 to hit. I think it does hit. Wait. Yeah, AC 12. It hits.
Get 7 damage.
All right, taken.
And then I rolled a nat 1, so you can like something. And then it is going to be that's just it. It's S2's turn. Yeah, and then now it's Deacon's turn. Deacon, please kill this guy.
S2 just attacks
Tara. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, no, you're fighting me.
Coward!
Bad dog. And I knee him in the groin. And,
Awesome.
and as he curls, if I hit, attack. What is it? Unarmed.
Arm. Jesus Christ, boom. What ko na get over sa 31?
Oh no, a 10 doesn't hit.
10 hits a C.
10 does not hit an S.
So I knee him in the groin, but it doesn't seem to do anything. And then I
He grins and he says, "It was a long time ago."
and then I do an unarmed strike again. This time I. Oh, it doesn't hit. None of my strikes hit.
You whiff both strikes. I know, right, Blink? And then it is going to be. I think it's going to be Tara's turn, no?
Yep.
Tara, what do you want to do?
I'm going to look at this guy, C1, and then like give him the eye, and then like raise my eyebrow, and then
That's it. That's all it takes.
and then and then,
Please
and
just
then
kill
I'm going to suddenly stab him.
Whoa.
this guy was totally like waiting for you to say something super mean and then just go I'm sorry, Tara.
Maybe he managed to like lie down because he's so tired.
I'm so sorry. Yikes.
This is why bards don't use weapons.
Brutal roll. Simon, your turn.
Dice jail.
Dice jail.
Simon's gonna come out of the fog.
And laugh
So
at Tara.
no, because Simon didn't see that because he was in the fog. But Simon's gonna exit. I mean, no, Dusk Bunny's gonna exit the fog, and he's considered an unseen attacker. Attacks S2 with advantage.
For it.
Longbow ADV. 24 to hit,
Oh,
10
yeah.
damage.
You surprise him as you step out of the fog. He doesn't expect this, and you just like shoot your arrow cleanly into him, and he dead. Chug.
And then
Awesome.
Dust Buddy sinks back into the fog. He says, "I warned you, but I guess old dogs can't learn new tricks." And he goes into the fog. Yes, sir. End turn.
Awesome.
All the dog jokes.
All of them. Just like let them out now, but please save them because, like, you know, this is a wolfy thing. One shot, guys. Save some for later. And then now it is going to be Alex's turn. Alex, let's do this.
Alex for a minute was
Kill
like
this poor man.
Kill this. And he's suffering.
Bring out the
Someone
plump.
upload. Someone Mr. B6.
And he's suffering.
what if
Both they're suffering.
Okay. Yeah. Just a great axe. A great axe. And that's 5
How do you want to kill him?
That's it.
Softly.
How do you want to kill him?
when Tara was like trying to intimidate him, like with her eyebrows and did not stab successfully, something hit him from behind and it's like cleaved him from behind the spine.
Yeah, the man actually looks really proud that he managed to like avoid Tara's stab, and then he just gets like smacked from behind with the great axe.
Yeah. And for a moment, Alex saw someone emerge from the shadows, and he was sort of that. Wasn't sure if that was like the secret event.
Oh my god.
And then
Secret champion.
And then she raises both of her hands. You know what that means. And then yeet.
Yay!
Do it!
Let's go.
No.
My master summons me again.
And I have to die again.
I live, I die, I live again!
It's awesome. Oh my god. He rolled an 8. Now I'm telling you right now, your flum could kill him.
Depende sa roll na there's gonna be 2.
Oh no.
Dice jail!
Why?
Your flum has no energy. Wala siya gana.
Kapilala ko namatay.
and disappears. But this man is at death's door. Oh my gosh. I think it's Thraven next.
Yeah. So
Just end it.
I'm going to come out here and
God.
attack with advantage.
Oh
And
god.
I basically say, Mistress of Shadows, guide my bow.
Oh no.
Yes.
I hope she does.
Do
Oh
it.
no.
Oh,
11.
Oh, I love it.
oh, it's an S. Oh no.
The one time you ask,
Oh
and it
no.
does not happen. You
Yeah,
are a
she
little bit
says-
distracted by.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she says,
Dice
no,
failed.
no.
No,
No,
my
no, no,
god.
no, no, no.
I go back.
That's enough for today.
That's enough Nova kills for today. Deacon. No,
Yeah.
it's S2's turn. No,
Is
it's
it
S1's turn. No, it's Deacon's turn. It's Deacon's turn.
Kill him. Use the axe.
No, I just. It's not even like
Oh, that works. I hope.
it's a no look. It's a no look dart to the face.
Yes.
Oh.
With disadvantage, or
No, that's it. That's just it.
You kill him. He's dead.
It dead. He just falls over. It's like, dude,
He falls over.
he's teetering. He's teetering. He's like drunk
Yeah,
on his
like
feet.
you're not even sure if the dart killed him or just like everything
Yeah,
else that was
Yeah.
over
So I
time.
just flick a dart like casually to him. It's like just die.
Deacon was like, Kobe.
You are all out of combat.
Yes.
The bar staff are kind of like peeking over the tables to make sure everything is okay, and they're like, overtime. Meanwhile, Odal Kohler walks up to you, Deacon, and he says, "Sign. This is truly it. You truly are the champions that will carry the challenge of the Fang. It is you, all of you, and you need to win for Senya." And we're gonna end the session there.
Hey.
All right.
Yay!
So
Big
the
clap.
pop cloud is gone, right? And Thraven just says, "Oh, Simon, you're back."
Yeah,
He
I
says
got
it sarcastic.
I got lost on the way to the restroom.
There you go.
I give him a look.
Naimabot dyan, then si Fenrir, my friend.
No.
whatever Simon says, I totally buy it.
Yes, yes.
They're done. They're dead.
No.
I inspect the werewolf.
You inspect the werewolves. You can go ahead and inspect the werewolves.
Just the werewolf. One werewolf.
the werewolf?
The guy with the 6 fingers. I inspect them. What do I see?
You see a amulet of a lightning struck stone
Oh.
in the shape of like a weird monster, but it's so tiny that you can barely make it out. But it costs 50 gold pieces.
I take it. Whatever.
And if anyone else kind of like pats down the other people, you will find you will find, I would say, they're not very rich. I think they probably only have like 10 gold pieces among them.
Alex,
Richer than Alex.
Richer than Alex.
Yes. You find like just like a collective amount of 10 gold pieces, but you also find basically, what is that, like four like little containers of something, and if you sniff it, it smells really strong. And I would say only Alex and Thraven can roll for history or medicine for this. Either medicine or survival or nature. Your
Okay.
choice.
I will roll survival.
nature.
Whoa. Oof, 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 oof.
You're
That's
like, it smells really, really strong, And all you can sort of like gather from it is that these men have been using it on themselves, and that's it. That's all you can gather from it. But you find 4 pots.
Oh, let's keep it. Maybe we can use it somewhere.
It's a werewolf potion.
Is it the ointment for
Dude, it's
rhomboids?
deodorant, man. It's a humid jungle. It's deodorant.
That's where you apply. All right, guys. I'm going to assume that you will all long rest at the inn.
Yep.
Yes.
So if we pick this up next week, Wayne, let me know if you're still game for picking this up next week. I don't know what your schedule is like.
Yep.
Let me know. And yay! See you next week.
Woo!
Yay,
GG.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
You.
That's
Awesome.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Night. Alright, and that was Challenge of the Fang, a 1-shot that might turn into a 2-shot or 3-shot. That was DM Sean. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye. Peace. And much love. Whatever. Bye-bye.